Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall. Rick and Barstow is in Stone's Gambling Hall. Rick and Barstow is here, ladies and gentlemen. We're very famous, so of course Rick and Barstow came to say hello to us. So Jimmy Bluffett, Watt Bry, Gay Corpse, everyone else, feel free to come down and say hello to us.
Yeah. What's a restraining order anyway?
What is a restraining order? We have a game, a 5-5 game. Jake and I had a little powwow outside in the parking lot talking about how wonderful this game is. We have like fresh meat. Arr.
There's a lot of new people. Like, I got really excited. I saw the people that were sitting down and getting the game filled up. I'm like, okay, this is new, kind of, some fresh faces. If you're gonna have a familiar face, Frank's in the game. So
who doesn't love a little Frank? I love Frank. Kathy from my Veronica and Friends night. Kathy is back. She's playing with the boys. So the night is called, our theme is Kathy and the Boys. Mike, a gentleman named Mike in seat 1, he's got just over 1,000, and this is a 5-5, so...
Mike's fresh blood.
Mike is fresh blood. We like fresh blood. Kathy's in seat 2, she's got about 1,300. Frank the Tank, a table of Franks. He is in seat 3 with about 900. Ian?
Alan. That's
Alan. Oh, that's an L.
The L makes an L sound.
Yeah, but the L looks like an I. So Alan is in C4 with his toque.
Alan's fresh blood.
$700. Garland is back, and Garland told me he's a savage tonight, and he's here for blood.
And that was the one bluff he made.
The one bluff he's ever made. Garland's got about 300 behind. Garland always buys short. It's his strategy. Sean is in seat 6. Sean is alone without his partner in crime. Where there is a Sean...
There's a Tiny.
No, not a Tiny.
Oh. Where there's a Sean...
I can't remember.
Brian,
there we go. But there's no Brian tonight. So Sean's got about 800. Evan in seat 7. Evan is heaven. We have a new player at the table, fresh blood, Evan. So Evan's got 1,000. And then Chris looks a little like Tom Cruise in the 80s to me. Very nice. I like it. Chris has about 1,500 behind. My husband's gonna be like, "Arr, why would she say that?" Because he knows I like Tom Cruise in the '80s Top Gun.
Oh, gotcha.
And then Nate, seat 9. Nat, seat 9. Sorry.
Nat's my favorite human being, so that'll be fun.
Don't lie. Matt is your favorite human being, followed by Azan.
I heard that Matt in the Saturday Stone Survivor Series game pulled off a sick value bluff with King Queen, and you got to play her off a set of 3s. Truth? Tell me the truth. You didn't watch it, did you?
I was watching it periodically.
You were fighting sobriety. And
My son was taking up a bit of my time,
Oh, okay.
so I was watching here and there. I know that Azan got bluffed by Earl, and I texted Azan, and I was like, "You just got bluffed by Earl."
Wow. How did that Earl bluff you? Hey, we got cards already, and we got a hand developing. Alan's got queens, and Nat, a player known for playing over half the deck, has picked up a couple kings.
Nat's VPIP is probably in the 80% or higher range if you've ever played with Nat. I played with him a couple times.
He's gonna flat kings.
He's flatting kings, ladies and gentlemen. That actually disguises his range quite a bit. So queens versus kings, we're praying for a queen-king flop.
We want no ace, and we got it. Someone did have the ace 10 of diamonds, so they folded pre. Interesting. Jack 8-7, 2 diamonds. Both players have a backdoor diamond draw. Alan's gonna follow through. It looks like he bets 55.
And Nate's like, listen here, kid. I've done this before, and I'm going to just call.
Okay, so we were being told actually, okay, I'm sorry, that there's a software, and in this one hand there's a software issue, and Nat does not have king-king. Okay.
I did not hear that.
It's in the chat.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. The interactive magical box where we
The magic.
talk to our peoples. So we don't know what Nat has. Not kings. But he did put in a raise on the flop. Alan called. And now it's checked over to Nat, who's bet 105 on the turn. Alan makes a call.
It would be nice if he did have kings, right?
It would be like mucho nice.
Mucho nice. So now, even if he has ace king, do we know what he has? Do the guys know what he has?
We do not know. We're about to find out. 10-3. He has 10-3. That sounds much more like Nat's range.
Yeah, we were all confused with like a real hand and
Like, what's he
stuff.
doing with a real hand? So now we know Nat's got 10-3. He flopped an inside straight draw, raised, and now Alan, who's been calling him down, is now staring up at an overcard, a paired board, and 3 streets of betting.
And when you've got a thrasher hat on, oh, is he folding?
Alan calls. No, Alan calls.
Oh, okay.
Alan is not having any of it. So, Nat cannot make the old 10-3 work. Back to the drawing board.
I like it though. He's got heart.
Let's go back to what we said. And Nat can play over half the deck, and he will. He is that player who puts that cooler on you, and you go like, oh my god, can't believe what this guy had. And then he's that guy.
Yeah, his range is very deceptive. You can't tell if he's got kings or 10-3. He plays them the same.
Same.
I like that. Welcome to the game, Alan. We like your toque. I mean, it's only 100 degrees outside.
Okay, first of all, you're in the States now. You don't need to call it a toque. It's okay.
It's a toque.
It's not a toque.
It's a toque.
No.
It's not a beanie, it's a toque. Hey, buddy, eh? You got that toque for me, eh? You borrowed my toque last night.
Who does that?
But everyone has extra toques in Canada. You never know. It's like minus 40.
Like in Canada,
minus
you like
100.
knock on your neighbor's door.
Yeah,
ask
can
the
I
bar
borrow
if
your
you-
toque?
Can I get a cup of sugar and a toque?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's maple syrup.
Can I borrow some maple syrup?
Yeah, we put maple syrup on stuff. Rick and Barstow is sitting like 3 meters from me. Meters.
He's looking at his
meters.
lips a lot, looking at you. It's kind of.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, it's a little
no, but
weird.
Rick and Barstow's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Not Waprai, not Jimmy Bluffett, not I Like Cali Donks, but Rick and Barstow. 6-7 king, all hearts. Nate's got the only heart.
So this was a 3-bet pot. Evan opened up to 35 with pocket 8s. Nat put in a 3-bet with 10s. Evan called. And king 6-7, all hearts.
Oh, and Evan just watched Nat play his 10-3 like it was kings. So
And he's going to call. Nat makes his flush. 10s were already good. Now, if you're Evan here, and if you're going to try to take this pot away, might be a good card to shoot hand into a bluff onto. I should say.
that changes nothing.
Will Nat value bet the 10 high flush here? Yes, he will.
Squeeze a little value out of this one, Nat. I said a little value.
2 bills.
2 into 415. It's not a bad bet. Less than half a pot. Evan can't call. He's got nothing.
And the all heart run out actually probably saved Evan a little bit of money there.
Yeah, because if the rubber wasn't a heart, he would pay him off.
The all heart run out. Like, well, no, if he check calls 2 black 8s on king 6-7
On
and
the
all
flop.
hearts. Yeah.
They check the turn.
And if a heart doesn't come on the turn.
That turn stopped the action. And all the money was done on the flop. The money was done. It's gone.
I miss you. JHM Dallas, what's going on? Welcome to the chat box. All our regulars.
JHM Dallas, we would love to bring some LA folks up here and do a little. You see that? You see those fists of fury?
Is he not from Dallas?
Fists of justice. No, what?
He said JHM Dallas, we'd love to bring some LA folks up here. Like,
Yeah, he said, are we gonna see y'all do a match versus Alive at the Bike?
oh.
Yeah,
I thought you were
man.
just like calling him out. Like,
No,
really, like-
no. I was like, I'll take some LA people in here, and like, I'm just doing this as if we were doing with the cards. Boom.
Actually, right before you shut up, I had a couple that were rolling through here on the way from Who Cares to wherever. But originally from Minnesota, and they watch the stream regularly.
Minnesota,
yeah,
eh?
some Minnesotas, yeah.
Shout out to all of our Minnesota people. Minnesota.
Or Minnesotites.
They sound
Minnesotans.
like Canadians.
They do.
Very, very much so.
I have a couple friends from Wisconsin, and that's the thing. Like, you do not call them Canadian. That's like their one rule. You don't call them Canadian.
I had a boss from Minnesota in one of my jobs, and I accused her of being Canadian many, many times. It tilted her. Life tilt.
Life tilt happens. I know a little something about life.
Nothing will put you on life tilt more than being accused of being Canadian.
So I think Sean actually put in a straddle here under the gun to 25. $25 straddle from Sean, King 9. Nat's gonna flat. I don't think Sean opened King 9 under the gun. I think that's a straddle. As it is, Nat calls 25, Frank calls 25 on the button. Garland had come along with a suited ace.
Garland, you can't fold there in the big blind. You can't.
And yes, and Sean checks his options. That is a straddle. 4-way to the flop.
But I like my Saturday nights.
Jack 7-4, all hearts. Nat's got backdoor nut hearts.
2 hearts.
2 hearts. Did I say all hearts?
Yeah, that's okay.
no.
We hired you for your looks.
No one's got a pair. Check that.
That should get some action out of Garland or Nat. I want to keep calling
That's
him
a.
Nate.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna do that. That's an oxymoron. It's not gonna happen. Getting action out of Garland is just. Although the last game, I will say Garland actually stepped up a little bit. I mean, he played a little bit more, aggressive than we were used to seeing him play the last time he was on the stream. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised. And that's gonna
Garland
value
let
bet.
out. Garland let out, and Nat calls.
Nice.
So we're seeing a little bit. Oh, River. Let's see if Garland can pull some value out of Nat here.
I think Garland should be check calling here against Nat. And wow, and Nat moved all in. Matt just jammed with a nut blocker. And this goes back to what I was saying. Garland bet 75, and Nat sticks it. And Garland immediately releases the best hand. Against a player like Nat, I definitely think when that 5 comes off there, you've got all the check call in the world.
Oh, Nat, you are going.
Like I said, he's my favorite human being.
I'm getting you tattooed next to AD and TD.
He's going places.
I don't know what it is with these 2-syllable characters, and then Nat. AD, TD, and Nat tattooed on my arm.
Way to make that work.
Yeah.
Proper 3-bet in the house.
And if anyone has any questions about proper 3-betting, we have the authority in the chat room right now, ladies and gentlemen. Proper 3-bet.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the chat. That was a beautiful hand.
I love it.
I really enjoyed that. Oh, mark it down. Where's our stuff? Where's our pen?
thing
Give
and
me
our
the
thing
thing
and
for
the
the
other
thing.
Looking for a writing utensil?
Yes. Did you break it already with your paws?
Not this time.
Justin, if we don't have writing utensils, we cannot write down times.
So Evan put in a $10 straddle here. Looked like Frank completed or limped along the button.
JHM Dallas said horrible fold, led river for 35% of stack, then fold. Why not check, then call? Yeah.
And that, like before we made the bet, I think I kind of alluded to that.
Yeah.
It's really gonna get hard to get called by worse, especially when the heart feels. Sean makes it
130. What's up with that?
And this is one of those little Sean moves we've seen him make in spots where he seems to take just a couple random cards, and he's going to show it. 130
And
with 8-5 off.
If anyone's been watching our stream and our countless hours of Sean, if you want to, you'll see that he does this randomly with very crappy cards. He doesn't know what to do with good cards.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement. Definitely seems to play him pretty snug. Nice little hand there by Nat.
All those are our cigars. They're not writing utensils.
Note to self. You know what I'll do?
Note,
I'll text it to myself.
note to self, bring a pen. Text it to yourself.
I am texting to myself. 7:15.
All 10.
Bluff. Nut blocker. Dear diary. Hand in action. Straddle's still on. Go 5-way to the flop. Ace 10-5, 2 diamonds. Kathy's got King 7 of diamonds. Frank's got an ace, and that all valuable nut blocker. Kathy's gonna better draw. She bets 35, and Frank makes a quick call with a pair of aces.
Heads up, back.
The thing with Frank is that he knows where he's at in the hand. He's probably putting her on some sort of draw, probably the diamond draw, and not afraid to call her betting. And
Kathy's gonna
she
give
gives
up.
Yeah. He would have called, I think, had she tried to represent that 10.
I believe you, especially once the 10 pairs. He's got kicker issues, but
Yeah.
I don't think Frank's ever folding there.
No. Frank? No, not against one person. Maybe.
Multi-way if the players
Yeah.
act behind him. Frank can get away.
He's a wild animal, but he's a smart wild animal. You know?
Like
The monkey in the cage that can do sign language.
that's not a wild animal, that's a monkey in a cage.
Well, it's a wild animal taken out of its habitat into a poker room.
We are gonna bridge this, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make this analogy work.
My analogies are gonna work today, damn it! Look at that good looking table. Look at Stones Live. Fancy. That actually is made out of titanium steel that we had made in the sands of Dubai. Shipped over delicately.
Like, wow, you know nothing about steel manufacturing.
No, I have no idea where anything is made. It's made in Detroit. I don't know.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, whatever. Detroit Square Chrysler, right? Chrysler. That's at least I know that.
That is there.
Where do they make pierogies?
Italy.
Oh, you're so fired.
Damn it.
Sometimes they do.
Look at Nat's shirt. NorCal, SoCal. I like it. A little bit of love, a little Cali love.
So Nat's got the $10 straddle on. Garland makes it 30 to go. Ace 10. Nat's going to defend the straddle. Queen 10. Top pair for Garland. Inside straight draw for Nat.
Aunt Doom in the chat. What's up? Nice to see you.
I think
Nat's not having it.
Not against Garland, you know. The Handsome Hustler. What is up? Good name. I like it. Is that you? Are you just having someone use your account?
Yes, exactly.
I knew it. It's an ironic name, right? don't leave my stuff alone. Don't break anything.
I'm probably below average.
Have you ever played with Mike?
Mike.
I don't recognize him. I don't recognize
No. And normally I ask the guys where they're from. I should have asked because a
I don't
lot of
recognize
times we
Mike. I
get
don't recognize Evan.
Reno guys and Lake Tahoe guys, and then Bay Area. We're close to all those places. We're an hour away from everything, as Dave Tuckman likes to say. Kathy, King Jack. Never saw a King Jack I didn't like. She calls. Looks like it was straddled by Mike.
Yeah, when I worked here, I'm not picking on you. I did that.
Hi, Rick and Barstow. He's waving water at me. I'm okay, thank you.
I think he's serving the waterboard now.
Oh, he's trying to waterboard us. Rick and Barstow's trying to torturize Veronica.
Ace 8 Dewey.
This team does.
And Nat's going to lead right out. I love it.
Has been awesome.
Ship it to Nat.
Courts go.
There's actually they're building a gold statue of Nat in front of the stones.
Yeah. No, I contributed to its like super pack funding.
Yeah. It's good.
It's good.
I like passing those kinds of laws.
So yeah, Nat knows that Kathy's never limping big aces in that spot, not in a straddled pot. So unless the straddler himself has picked up some equity on the flop.
Does he know, or is he just on auto
Nat knows.
c-bet?
No, Nat knows.
Auto c-bet.
That's a very smash or miss flop.
And Nat's going to just dry fire that all day. Plus, Nat knows that no one's going to call him down because he knows that they know they're going to have to call 3 streets.
So proper 3-bet brings up a point that we talk about all the time is Garland's short stack and how he's at a disadvantage. And you have to tighten up your range when you've got a short stack. Your implied odds are so much less, and it's just hard to maneuver in a big game. And look at everyone else has got like 1,000 or more, or around 1,000. You know, Christie's even has 1,500, and Garland's sitting there with like 250. It's hard to play.
Yeah, it on the other side of it, it simplifies all your decisions.
It does, yeah.
Frank open folds.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. It's tough. Like, I hate being the biggest stack and then doubling someone up, because you know what happens all the time. I'm always the biggest stack. But it is frustrating when someone's sitting there with a very short stack. You basically can't bluff them if they're betting into you. You can't. I mean, well, actually, Nat just did. Never mind, I'm wrong. Nat just bluffed him for like 33% of the stack, let out.
But that was Garland's fault for leading.
That is Garland's fault for leading. Ah, that V-straddle. The V-straddle is going to be a thing this year at the World Series of Poker. I'm telling you that. Look at that V-straddle. $25 V-straddle. This is a game. This is a 2-5, 25 game.
5-5-25.
5-5, 25.
$25 straddle. Folds around through Nat. He won't play it.
The Handsome Hustler says he usually plays 1-2 as local hall. Our 1-3 game out here gets pretty big. Nice win, Frank. That's the V-Straddle wins.
I contributed $1,600 to the 1-3 game here before we started.
Today here?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were playing PLO.
No, that was 1-3 no limit. Why do you think I was like tilted? I was like,
I
yeah,
thought you contributed to PLO. I'm like, well, it's just a game.
no, that
Oh,
happens. No.
wow.
Yeah, 16 in the 1-3. Yeah.
Hey,
Proper 3-bet likes 1-3. It's very fun too. He or she, I don't know if Proper 3-bet's a guy or a chick, but likes the smaller swings. You can do big swings in our small games here.
Case in point.
You don't need a 10-25 to lose $1,500.
Yeah.
25.
Thanks for that,
I wasn't looking at you for any reason. I was just looking at you because you're the only other
yeah.
person here.
You had nowhere else to go with your eyeballs. I get you.
Yeah.
Evan's gonna make it 35 to go. Ace-6 of clubs.
Christian Bale, seat 1,
thank you.
right?
Yeah. Like if Christian Bale had like a distant cousin
And he was a little
Who like
wait a little more.
and opens like have a conversation with I'm Christian Bale's cousin.
Yeah, that
And
would
he
be
was
him.
trying for it, then he would look just like him.
He just does that Christian Bale face. Aunt Doom. The answer is always more. Yes.
5 way to the flop. 10-6-5. Frank's got a pair of 5s and backdoor flush draw. Evan's got a pair of 6s, a better backdoor draw. Mike's open-ended. And Kathy, who started with the best hand pre, has whiffed.
I don't like that word. Kathy is our table registered nurse, so if anyone chokes, Kathy's here to do the Heimlich for free,
Where was she on that hand with Garland?
right?
Kathy's gonna call 75 out of the small blind. Interesting move out of
Floating.
position.
Float it.
I'm not really sure what Kathy's up to here.
Yeah. I don't mind floating in late, and then if you get checked too, you can plow into them.
If you're gonna float out of position, the 7's a pretty good card to fire on the turn. As it is, she looks like she's just trying to run down an ace or a queen. Now that it goes check on the turn, she's now gonna bet river.
225.
It'll probably work 'cause no one's got much of anything. Mike's got the best hand with a pair of 7s.
You know, she could have done this with an 8-9, and then when she hit, she checks. A lot of people check when they hit their cards. Not lead out.
Yeah, they really thought if Kathy would have been floating the flop there, they should have
Proper-
led turn.
Proper 3-bet says that he likes Kathy's float, but should be leading.
Yeah, there we go. Same, yeah. I really thought she would have led the turn then.
Yeah. Well, it worked on the river. So Christian Bale, seat 1. Tom Cruise in seat 8. Who else do we have? The Godfather, seat 3.
Godfather of 3.
Yeah, the box should be one short. That about a $1 check.
Go, Kathy. Your story is odd, but meh, bit more.
Yes, Handsome Hustler, this is table stakes.
It's always table stakes at Stones. And don't forget on Wednesday, this Wednesday, Veronica and Friends, you and Justin are doing commentary. There will be, so it's Veronica and Prisoners sometimes, and sometimes it's Veronica and Friends. We have 2 prisoners, 2 men, and then 7 ladies. We're gonna take the men's money.
Outstanding. So who are you trying to squeeze value out of?
So Justin Carter, he's actually my lawyer,
Yeah. You know, nice to get a little back, you know?
and he's also a degenerate card player.
Awesome.
Which is why we love him. And then Anthony squeezed his way into my stream.
Oh wow, what a snake.
Nat's raising to 40. I'm not sure if we've got this 7 deuce game going on.
No, this is just Nat style.
And he's going to show. Frank's not going to let him get away with it because Frank's got even worse. 5-3. As far as the high hand.
You mean the poker rankings? Like
Yeah,
your ranking
yeah, yeah.
chart?
But
Okay.
5.
We're using that tonight, huh?
I really enjoy 5-3 though, and Frank flops the best of it with a 3, and he probably knows it. Frank, don't let Nat take this pot.
Well, Nat checks back.
Now Nat's gonna fire at this, especially if Frank's checks.
Frank checks again.
Oh, wow. I do not like that check by Frank.
Nat bets 100. This should do it.
And that's why position is so important. And Nat, if you're gonna play 7 deuce and win, you should show. Right?
No.
Come on, show.
No.
I would.
Take the stream off of every TV.
Johnny Outlaw Gaming, nice to see you in the chat. What's up? Drake RX, hello, my friend.
Tomorrow.
Yes, Drake RX, you can always add on to the max stack. You can like bring out a $20 bill and add on
I'll get self-conscious.
constantly
What is that
every
all
time the
day?
big stack wins a hand.
With all those young, good, lucky guys. Right?
I like Evan's look. He's got a little mad scientist. Kind
Yeah, yeah, you know, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, Evan's got something going on. Like he's planning something, a little deranged,
Yeah.
maybe. He's probably like a grade 2 teacher or something, you know.
He's gonna
like,
see about the flop and like under his breath, and say, "I got a bomb in my trunk." Like, what?
Don't say those things. It's not funny.
It's kind of funny.
In 50 years, maybe. What, Bri? Get a better connection. You're always complaining about your connection. It's not us, it's you.
Evan makes a 35 to go. Nat comes along, as does Frank. Ace 10-6 gives Evan an inside straight draw. Frank's got the only pair with his eights.
Look how uninterested Evan looks when he's betting.
And Nat looks like he suspected something. But the problem for him is that he had Frank behind him. And now that Frank releases, Nat's kicking himself.
So, scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Saturday's 08?
What's happening?
Saturday.
Oh, wait.
08. How excited? 0 to 10. Come on, answer.
6.
What? I'm like a 12. I'm so excited. I love 08. It's limit though. It's limit.
That's one thing I'm actually really curious about, to see how the game, how a limit game goes on the stream.
I think it's gonna be
It's gonna be a blast. It's
fantastic.
gonna be a ton of fun to play.
We're gonna be quartering upon quartering pots because that's where the action is. No, I'm so excited for 08. I mean, it'll be our first 08 commentary together. We'll pop that cherry again.
Aww. It's gonna be good.
It'll be our first 08 stream. No one does 08. Although I would have liked for it to be PL08.
It's so sick. I got Cooley right off the bat.
Right here.
How are you?
I never left.
You get pen 3.
Hey,
You have key block words. Tune out words. All right, go. It's a It's a limp pot. Are you excited?
I'm very aroused. So Evan puts in the straddle. Nat comes along. Frank calls as well. Alan limps the button.
Sean, here comes Sean's bomb. No. Wow, I thought Sean was gonna bomb this pot. This is a typical spot for Sean to do 580. 956 rainbow on the flop.
6-way action.
No one's got really anything. Alan's got a little gut shot.
Nat's
Not
actually
even.
ahead with his pair of fives.
Not even a backdoor gut shot. Now he's got a gut shot. No, he's not. No, he doesn't.
9 on the turn, and Nat's fives are still in the lead. As it is, Sean bets a quarter, and it's going to get through.
T. Burke, 7-17-61. You really gotta 6171761. You got to work on that name. That's not clever. That's just really difficult to say.
717161.
Yes. There you go. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Change your name to something better. Lucky One Neva 85. It's just a weird color. I can't see it very well. Nice to see you. Yeah, but once you hit a certain amount of gigs at their good rate. Oh, they're talking about AOL dial-up. You know, AOL still has like 1 million customers or 3 million customers or something.
Really?
Yeah, Google it. Dial-up customers. People are still dialing up to the internet. In Portland, it's like it's the 90s still.
I love that show.
I love it too. If you don't love Portlandia, then I just can't be friends with you. That looks like there's a little straddle. No, it looks like he just raced a 10.
No, it's Shadow.
Are you sure? Because everyone
Chris
has
Shadow.
5 out there.
Christian.
Chip Chairman, hi. Nice to see you. Welcome to the chat. 946 on the flop. 2 spades.
Frank's pair of sixes are actually in the lead right now.
And he's got the best spade draw. And Frank's gonna lead this. Duke folds, Garland folds. Tom Cruise, what are you gonna do? Tom Cruise is thinking about this, and
He was open-ended. He lets it go.
I can't let go of open-ended. How do you let go of open-ended in position? Are we in? Is this real? Do you let go of open-ended in position?
He wasn't in position.
Frank?
He straddled.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. That's the only thing I'll give him.
I guess. Bad form. Let's berate him.
Let's berate Tom Cruise. Don't berate Tom Cruise.
It's a live 25, courtesy of Nat.
Is it a V straddle though?
I don't know. I'm trying to get
Maybe I can spell it.
Frank comes along with a pair of sixes.
Chip Chairman asked if I like his poker name, Double Entendre. Yes. Yes.
Garland now. He makes it 70 to go with the ace-10. And Nat quickly calls with 9-4. Frank comes along with the sixes. And we got three-way action. Garland's only got like 200 behind.
And Garland's gonna shut down right here. That's my prediction.
I think so. With only 200 behind.
I've seen
I think he's just
him
gonna stick
lead
it.
up for like
I think he's
75
gonna
with 200
stick it.
behind.
And he stuck it.
Wow, it's a new Garland. This is a new Garland. I haven't seen this Garland before. Garland is known for betting like 75, 85 with 185 behind. I know you've seen it, and I know you've seen it. This is a new Garland. Garland's coming around. He's watching the show. He's watching himself. He's listening to Jake.
He's watching himself.
I'm watching myself. I touch myself. I want you.
Like we both started singing two different songs there. Oh my god. Holy hell.
Look at Garland. He's gonna get a tattoo across his chest saying "Beast." That's what he's gonna do now. That's his next move.
Lethal.
Did you see that flop? That wasn't a Garland flop. Garland normally would have checked that and folded. Gave up.
It's a new world.
The polls have shifted.
Straddle's still on. Sean limps sevens.
Evan's so uninterested. Awesome Death 916.
Can someone explain 5-5 PLO?
No, we cannot. But your name is awesome. 399 on the flop, 2 hearts.
It's a good flop for Sean. And Nat is going to float the 10-6 out of position. Nat's gonna look to bluff a heart, or possibly just lead the turn and rep a 9.
Can we put a 10th chair in this game and get AD and Nat on the same game?
Wow, and Mike calls ace 4? Mike overcalls, or did he put in a raise? Tell me he raised. He does. There we go.
Sniffed it out. He sniffs it out. Christian Bale's cousin sniffed it out.
Mike makes 75 to go and takes down the pot. Good read.
Run It Up Legion says yes. You put in 5. They put in 5. You get some cards. You do some betting, and the best hand wins sometimes. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Very, very good explanation. Write a book.
I should be taking notes.
Right? I know. I should have been taking notes the whole time you've been doing commentary. But if you'd like to watch any of our other broadcasts, they're all on Twitch. You can watch them all for free. You don't have to subscribe.
So it seems like the straddle is kind of a fixture right now. It's pretty constant. So we're playing 5-5-10.
Mike's in the big blind with queens. I wonder if anyone's gonna get crazy here. Whoa! Oh, I thought he was
he
grabbing
pulled
all.
back. Oh my God! Wow.
I thought he was grabbing all
Huge
those
pump
hundreds.
fake there by Chris. Chris went for a stack of whites.
The whites are 100, the greens are 25, and the reds are 5. And
Nat has put in a 3-bet to 90 out of the small blind, and Mike is now woken up with queens in the big blind. Chris opened the button with King Dewey. Nat, sensing a bit of weakness and loving his hand, made it 90 to go with a 7-8 of hearts, and now Mike, facing a 3-bet, you're in position, so you can flatten this, I feel, but I wouldn't mind a 4-bet.
it looks like a 4-bet.
4-bet will quickly get rid of Chris. It's not a big 4-bet. I wonder if he's doing this with a 4-bet with the intention that to fold the 5-bet, or is he trying to induce a 5-bet out of Nat? It's a really small 4-bet. It's only going to cost Nat 130 to call. He's not folding. Nat calls. 480 in the pot pre.
5-5.
And we're gonna go heads up to the
Gambling
flop.
Hall. We got a game going on. And Nat has no fear at all. Doesn't care what the flop's gonna be. Oh, blood!
Nat flops a flush, has an open-ended straight flush draw. Mike's got an overpair and a better heart draw.
What do we call that?
Sex. We call that sex.
Disco.
Oh, that was close.
It's your saying. How do you call?
Happy birthday to Nat.
Oh, and then he checks. Ladies and gentlemen, Nat checks when he has the nuts. Mike thinks he's pretty good here. Mike's got the Queen of Hearts and Queens. Nittiest Knit from Knitville, welcome to the chat. Hero you 135, nice to see you. How much is he going to make this? The pot is 480. Yo, Teach Yo, what's up? Nice to see you, Daniela. $235.
And I think if you're Nat, I think you just stick it here. How much? He's got 7 behind. He knows that Mike's got a big overpair. And there's the raise.
This is a game. This is where I become a fan. I'm loving this right now. And Christian Bale's cousin's like, did he really just flop hearts? Is my Queen of Hearts even good? He says all in.
He's all in.
Yeah.
Put a 5 out.
Nat's gonna snap him.
Instant, yeah.
Oh, God.
Now,
Here we
if
go.
anyone's new to our stream, you can run this 3 times.
Forward pairs give Mike a little more life. Can't get there. I think they just ran it once. one time, and Nat scoops a 2K pot with a 7-8 of hearts. Such a sick flop.
Put it in your phone.
Dear diary.
7:45. Every 30 minutes we get an amazing hand. That was a beautiful hand. We promised you some blood, ladies and gentlemen. We got blood.
And then after the board.
We got some daggers in the chest. Arrgh! Like that. What's that?
6 spot.
What's that thing that throws boulders, the medieval thing that you always talk about?
Catapult?
No.
Trebuchet?
Trebuchet. We got trebuchet. Got trebuchet.
Trebuchet.
5 hearts.
6 spot for Mike.
Nat's now just under 2K. He's a chip leader. But anybody can buy in for the same amount that Nat has. And do not forget to tune in on Wednesday for Veronica and Friends. You see, there I am throwing very expensive cards. It's going to be a fun game on Wednesday. I promise you that. It's a 1-3 game, but do not be discouraged. It gets crazy. Like, we were sitting on 2K, most of us.
Yeah, it was a pretty
Bananas.
sickly deep 1-3 game.
Frank's got the straddle on. It's a half V. I'll give him the half V. What a nice straddle hand. Pocket 9s, right?
Did he straddle or did he open at 15?
I think he just, it appears as though he straddled. Nat's busy scooping chips. Kathy calls, and Frank's putting in a raise here. Yeah, it's a straddle.
Kathy comes along.
Kathy's like, you're not going to push me around, Frank. This is not the game I play. I'm not afraid of you.
Jack 8 deuce and Frank's 9 are still in the lead.
They both have a backdoor heart draw. Kathy's capable of floating. We've seen her float before.
And she is. Heart on the turn. Might have been what Kathy was looking for to bluff, but now that she hits her A's, she doesn't have to. I think this is definitely a spot where Kathy might be looking to turn her hand into a bluff. Now that she turned an ace, and now riveted another ace. Now she can bet for value. Frank makes a quick call. Interesting call by Frank.
Paid that woman her money. Frank probably wanted to see if she actually hit an ace. If it was really that bad for him. They want to know what Christian Bale. It's not Christian Bale, it's Christian Bale's cousin, distant cousin. We don't know what he's eating. He's friends with Nick. That's Nick from Deej. Deej Poker, everybody. Stocks were up for a little while, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They were all over the place. President Kanye, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat. The toque is under the gun.
No straddle. So it would appear that a round of straddles is over with.
It would be fun if the person under the gun didn't want to straddle, but the next person along could. That'd be fun.
Put in a sleeper straddle.
Yeah. Get some gamble in this game. Ooh, those are our lovely duck tacos.
King 7-7. Kathy hits her king.
That is not Kathy Stahl. If people are asking, that is not Kathy Stahl. So you made Jake cough.
Sean bet 20 with a 5-4. Check on the turn. Kathy can try to squeeze a little value out. Can't get there. Yeah.
You didn't fall for it.
So I've got an issue with people eating with their hands after they've touched the chips.
You're afraid that they will get the chips dirty with their food?
Yes, that's exactly it. Not the Gonoherpa scabolades that lives among the chips, that are now on your hands, that are now on your food, that's now in your mouth.
Is it possible that they're just trying to strengthen their immune system?
It's possible. It's possible. T. Burke numbers.
717, 161.
Kathy has the float smash concept down. Yep, she does.
You float, you smash.
It Brian also is a float smasher. Float smashing. I like it. Float smash concept. Float smash theory.
Float smash. That was a band in the early 2000s, wasn't it?
No.
I have no idea.
All right, let's see if I can make
You're
a
the one who
question
lived in Northern California in those times.
Don't judge me.
I was in Canada.
It was still the 80s then, wasn't it?
Yes.
In the 90s, it was still the 80s in Canada, right?
Yes. Correct. 7 Jack 9 on the flop. 2 spades. Kathy's got the best hand and a backdoor spade draw. Not afraid to bet it. Nate's just probably going to give up here. Check to her.
Nat doesn't give up on a lot of pots.
JHM Dallas says yes, it's very gross to eat with hands and then touch chips. Agreed, chips are full of yummy bacteria. It's not yummy. It's not yummy. My first biology class at university, we swabbed our hands and there was some they were more dirty than the toilets. We swabbed toilets in the school and everything. Our hands were more dirty than the toilets. We found like this bacteria that causes like wooden tongue in cows on someone's hand. I no lie.
Dirty Canadians.
Dirty Canadians? She didn't even live on a farm. Huh? Right? And that's on their chips. That's on the chips.
I might have told the story before, but when the first
Evan's parents gave him a chemistry set in high school. Go ahead. Tell me the story.
I might have told the story before. I think the first card I ever played in, I think it might have been my second time playing. I made a loose call and I go, all right, we'll just kiss these chips goodbye. And I kissed the chips and threw them in there. And everyone immediately, no, you don't want to do that. And it quickly realized it and I was like, okay, no, that's probably bad.
Your lips got all salty and blistery.
Yeah. Evan makes it 40 to go. Nat comes along.
That's great.
9-6-8 on the flop. 2 diamonds. Evan's got a diamond draw back. Not backdoor, but just backdoor draw.
Disco for Nat. Turns to 10 high straight. Nat makes a pot-sized bet.
He said literal bathroom buffet.
Yeah.
Yes. The toilets were cleaner where your butt sits. The toilets were cleaner than everyone's hands.
Remember that time that we went too far talking about germs and bacteria on that poker show that we did?
Remember that time that I was a nurse and I've seen so many disgusting things that like toilet bacteria doesn't bother me? No. My husband's always like, okay, we're going out in public. Do not tell dirty nurse stories. And I'm like, I will try my best. And then this one time, this guy's anus.
Stop.
Wednesday, Veronica and Prisoners.
1-3.
1-3. Although, like I said, do not be fooled. It will be a big game.
Kathy played in that last game. It was nuts.
Kathy's going to be in this game.
Actually, not.
Yes, not this Kathy. Kathy Stahl.
Kathy Stahl.
Yeah. There's lots of Kathys. Kathy with a K will be in my game.
Chris makes it 35 to go. Kathy just calls queens. Yes?
Let's just hope that...
No, Kathy puts in a 3-bet.
Okay.
All right.
I thought maybe our antenna was incorrect. Kathy's a lovely lady, by the way. She's a beast at the table, but she's a lovely lady.
check.
And you always hate to see a king when you've got queens. But if you get checked too, you do what you gotta do.
And I'm not sure why Kathy's betting.
You think she shouldn't have bet?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, Chris has never, in a 3-bet pot, Chris has never folded a king there.
Yeah, correct.
But if you check back, you might get him to come along with a worse
Worse
pocket,
hand.
worse pocket pair, or maybe turn some sort of a draw, some sort of equity that can call in a turn bet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gonna get worse to fold, better to call.
Once your rates go down a little bit, I will take you up for some coaching.
They have 500.
Once I quit barreling off in the 1-3 game, then I'll be able to afford to lower my rates.
Rick and Barstow, how you doing? Rick and Barstow, everybody. He's in our room.
pod and
Is he even in the chat?
splash pod. Are they still doing the splash pod? I haven't heard that.
Yeah, they'll splash. This table can be drawn for splash.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it
So Chris has the straddle on again.
weeks ago.
So 5-5-10's back in the air. Nat limps the ace-5. As does Frank.
5-10.
Frank's got the 4-3 of clubs.
The Handsome Hustler, if you would like to buy some RFID technology, send me a check for $100,000 and I will send you the blueprints to RFID table. I've got them in my basement.
King 9-5, couple of spades.
Where's your stress relief? How come that's not here?
Justin relocated it. Said it was the patrons were getting off put.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure all the patrons walk through this booth.
Nat bets 35 with his pair of 5s. Sean calls with 7s. Chris came along with a jack 3. No. Okay, thank you.
Evan looks like he just left a Cure concert and he looks sad.
Evan thinks on the pot. What did Evan have? How did this happen?
And it says Sean's name there.
So, did you get a chance to watch any of the 5-10 from the Survivor Series this last weekend with Val and
Yeah, I
Todd?
watched a little bit, and actually that was my favorite Val show. I texted her and I was like, Val, that was my favorite. Val and Chuck were good. I like them. No?
What about the ones that Val and I did?
Well, I mean, I wasn't paying attention to you.
Anyhow, no, but it was a good show. I understand, and want to say congratulations to Earl Mencken for getting voted through.
Right? That was fun.
He needs all the help he can get in poker. So
In life, in general,
life, in
right?
general.
He runs
Absolutely.
so bad. His life's so horrible.
tough-
Earl,
tough to be
poor
on
guy.
Mencken.
I mean, getting like VIP rooms and having your own butler in Vegas, it's rough.
I saw him once on a Snapchat. He had to be put in a normal room, a standard like a commoner's room,
What?
peasant's room even.
That's weird.
He was not happy.
Normally he has a woman following him around fanning him.
Typically, yeah.
Yeah. He owns like 12 banks, right?
I don't know.
Probably.
Probably.
That's, I'm assuming.
Ace 7-3, 2 spades. Alan's got the best hand with Ace Jack here.
Deja vu, you're not allowed to. We can't repeat what you said, but it basically put us on the opposite of tilt. Put us on happy tilt.
Trip ace is now for Alan. And Matt is going to fire out his 5s. There's 2 flush draws on board. Alan's just going to call, though. He doesn't even get value from a flush draw, evidently. Now, I expect Nat to check this back. If Nat thinks that Alan had a flush draw, he's not going to call anything anyway. And there's no point in betting, because he's going to have the best hand with a pair of 5s. Unless he thinks he's really going to try to get Alan off of a 7, there's no point for Nat to bet. As it is, Nat checks it over to Alan. And now the thought process for Nat is going to be whether or not Alan does have a busted flush draw. Did Nat raise? No. Alan bets 130. And then you hear Nat say that. Mr. Flush? Nat's thinking about paying this off. Nat's gonna make the call. He's not gonna like it. I'm dying.
Do you ever pay someone off to see to gain information?
It's gotta be.
It's not a huge pot relative to
It's-
some of the other pots that they're gonna have.
It's got to be really cheap, and I got to think be very confident it's going to pay dividends in the future.
Yeah.
Like mainly, like I might pay off a little bit larger in spots where if I think I might have like picked up some physical body language or like maybe a physical tell earlier in the hand and wanted to confirm whether or not it's right or wrong, something like that.
So what I mean is, Nat seems kind of like a lag, but a thinking lag. He's a thinking player. So to me, what was the bet on the river? It was
130.
130. To me, the 130 might be an information call. Like he probably knows he's behind, and
Yeah, but he does expect to be good there
a certain portion of the time.
certain percentage
But
of the time.
even if he's not, maybe he's gaining information for future equity.
Yeah, about his bet size when versus with busted flush draws versus
Yeah.
if he's got a busted draw, how he's going to bottom the river or make a small probing value bet type size bet.
Because Nat seems like one of those guys, man. You don't want to give him any information. He's good. I like him. I like it. That's my analogy. I like him.
Give him misinformation. Garland puts in the raise, makes it 35 to go with King Jack of Hearts. Sean just calls queens.
So we see Sean making huge pre-flop bombs with like an 8-3, but then queens he just calls. And that's the flop he does not want to see.
Hits both Garland and Nat, who outflop Sean.
The one thing is, if you're going to just call with a hand like queens, then you just have to give up when you see a flop like this. You know what I mean?
Very much so.
You can't marry your hand then at that point.
Garland now adds a heart draw to go along with his pair of kings. Nat still ahead though with a pair of aces. I'm sorry, ace 4. Wow, I apologize. I completely overlooked that. That Nat flop top and bottom pair.
See, I'm not the only one who makes mistakes. You gotta make at least one a show,
Oh yeah, for sure. Otherwise, the fans think it's suspicious.
right? They think it's post-production.
That we're
too good.
robots. That it's a bot.
Oh yeah, they were very suspicious of us being robots for a while.
Makes sense. I can see why. Nat sticks it. Oh Lord. Whee! And now Garland, who bet 100,
And he's done this to him before.
he's only got 255 behind. Garland, stick it, brother.
You're almost free-rolling, Garland.
It shows that Nat's all in for 1,700, but really the raise is to about 355. Garland, my brother.
See, I've told you, he's put in now 33% of his stack, and now he's about to fold.
If it was another player at the table, I think you can definitely justify folding King Jack here. As it is, Nat's got way the best of it. But it's Nat.
That one almost rolled in as a call, and he like grabbed it so fast. I mean, I'd call this, especially with my heart draw, the nut heart draw, and a pair, any king, any heart.
So to be clear here, T-Berg 717, 161. He's not getting 8 to 1. There really isn't another 1,700 in the pot that Nat jammed. It's really the raise to 355. So I was going to call him 255 to win a pot of 500, 600.
It's all your chips, Nat. I mean, Garland. It's all your chips. And that's what Nat will do. And then if you fold here, Nat's going to continue to pick on you the rest of this show. And even if you rebuy, he will continue to pick on you.
Yeah.
Had he had more chips, Nat wouldn't have done this. You think?
Nat still might have done this. Nat still.
The switch?
I mean, on a paired board with a completed heart draw, Garland led the river and with not much behind him, and Nat popped him with just a nut walker.
Yeah, and there's the fold.
Wow.
And
Wow.
And it is against the most lagged player, and that should be a factor. Yes.
In Garland's defense, he was behind. He was very much beat there. But I just don't think you can fold that hand to Nat
Yeah.
long term. I mean, Nat's going to be equally do his fair share of netted hands that you are, but Nat's playing so many more hands, it's going to be so much harder for him to be netted. That I think you just, hey, you know what?
He's doing that with a balanced
if this is
range.
one of those spots where he's actually got it, in this spot he did, I think you just pay him off. You hate life. And he's, you don't got outs. King, you can catch a king, a jack, a heart. I mean, maybe Nat was, or Garland's really worried about how many of his outs are really live. He knows his heart's live, of course. He had the nut
Yeah,
heart
he can't
draw.
pick up two pair there. His two
But
pairs
maybe
worse.
he's with. Well,
Any king, any heart though.
Pocket
oh, I'm
five.
sorry. Yeah, king, any heart. Yeah, Jack's dead.
I just want to take this moment and talk about how handsome Frank looks tonight.
He's a very beautiful human being.
He is.
I was
yeah.
this close to wearing my Frank shirt too. I really
Do
was.
you sometimes lay at night and wish that you were Frank? At least 3 times a night. Just admit it.
Who doesn't? It'd be
Right?
weird if I didn't, right?
Yeah. All of us do.
That was fake. Garland back to work. Makes it 35 to go. King, queen of hearts. Gets a call from Evan, Kathy, and Frank. Kathy's liking these junky aces. Notice that?
Yes. It's even out of position. Under the gun with junky aces. I don't like it. It's not my thing.
Turn hits both Garland and Evan.
Even if you hit your ace,
Does complete a diamond draw.
it's hard to play out of position with a junky ace. Proper 3-bet says can't play tournament poker in a cash game. Is that referencing Carlin potentially going all in?
That ran playing short stack, maybe?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I thought I had the best hand for it, but
Garland bet 60. Evan calls with his pair of kings.
That's the highlight of my night.
Top 2 for Garland.
Highlight of my night right there.
So interesting there.
The pot's 270. Why wouldn't Garland stick it there?
where's all your chips, bro?
Garland,
Is it better to check and then raise here?
he
Yeah.
check calls.
Now he checks. Oh, he check calls.
Yes. Garland check calls. Top 2.
Why did he stick it? Just tell me. Humor me. I'm trying to learn Garland. Trying to learn Garland's mind. Why not stick it right there?
Because Garland hates money. He loves the players. He's like, I don't know. It's interesting there that once the diamond completes, I mean, he hits his king, but the diamond draw gets there. I guess, maybe, I mean,
Are you always putting somebody on the nuts though?
is he really thinking that Evan might have called with a gut shot with a jack 10 there? And
Brain dead.
I don't know. It seems like such a good spot to just,
Chips,
because you're gonna check all anyway.
11.
If you're not thinking that your opponent hit his diamond,
Yeah.
then you just stick it.
Hello, Copter. Welcome to the chat. We're on a Garland chat. Feel free to do commentary with us. And Helicopter said you can't check there.
Bring me a new chair,
Yeah.
because I'm too short.
I mean, he didn't have a whole lot behind, but I suppose whatever he had behind, he lost that in value.
Yeah.
Got that dealer yet?
Especially if you're getting led into. I mean, I think. Oh, there's the beast rattle. I think your game changes a little bit. Like, say he had 2,000 behind, then obviously sticking it there is bad.
Well, yeah, you don't stick it, but I think you still lead
So
for
put-
value because
yeah.
you check there like
So often.
too often.
Yeah.
Chips, please. Table 11, 500. He has
Yeah.
500 behind him.
Dive into the mind of Garland. Can we do it?
make it $95.
Brain surgeon. Go.
I can't even.
There's a V-straddle going on. Ladies and gentlemen, the V-straddle is going to be very popular this World Series of Poker. I'll tell you
Someone
that.
made it 95 to go.
Gay Corpse. Gay Corpse.
Chris has picked up ace-7 and makes it 95 to go.
It's got to be a dealer turn, sweetie. Grab the one off the glove, please. Thank you.
Frank's adding on.
You're the best. Thank
It
you.
would be so fun if cash played.
Like magic.
Remember those days?
Hey, rub them with it. You might
This
get
is still
sick.
In some casinos in Vegas. Not
Yeah.
all.
There was 4 and then
no bad injury.
Gay Corpse. Gay Corpse.
Frank adds on 500
As he should.
Can it real quick.
and makes a call.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a fan of 08, we will be streaming 08 this Saturday. Like
Okay, thank you.
bananas, right? No one streams 08. We stream 08.
And both players hit a pair here. Chris has position.
I'm going to be sneaky. Oh, wait, not.
Check, check, 10 on the turn. And if you're Frank, I think you just look to check call this all day long. There's no point in betting here.
Pretty freaking awesome. I mean,
There's not a worse hand that your opponent's going to call with.
4 cards to a straight on board.
And now Chris is wondering, can he take this pot away?
Nat's thinking about taking this pot away, and he's not even in the hand.
Have the whole freaking lane.
Frank's like, what? Are you
This will
gonna give
probably
this up?
work.
Frank, baby, come on. You wore your fancy shirt tonight. Don't do this to me.
Chris bets 110.
can I have a color up, please, on table 11?
Queen Jack,
Thank you.
Ace Jack. The thing for Frank to consider is, would Chris ever check back the turn without showdown value? And I don't think he would.
Thank you.
If he's going to only be checking back the turn with some hands that have some showdown value, then unless he specifically has a hand like Jack 10 or 10 or Jack 8, which I don't think he would check the Jack 10 on the King 7-8 flop. I think he'd be betting.
And Frank's been
Frank
sticky
calls.
today. Frank's been sticky today. Frank called Kathy earlier with the worst hand.
Whee!
We've got a game, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Stone's Gambling Hall. Frank calls with an ace-8, second lowest pair.
If you know that Chris is never checking back the turn without in position, once Frank checks twice,
Man, you're straddling.
if
Like,
Chris has no showdown value, he's going to bet. He's got to take away the pot.
Yeah.
So that if he's checking back, you got to put him on some pair with a high amount of frequency. And there's how many Jack X Jack pair combos are there? Jack 10 makes a lot of sense, but would he? I don't think he'd check the flop in position with Jack 10. No way,
No.
never. So let's see, specifically as Jack 8, Jack 8, Jack 7, and he wouldn't check King Jack. I think he'd bet King Jack for value on the King 7 8 2 diamond
That's
flop.
Frank sniffed it out. It didn't make sense.
Frank slipped it out. It didn't make any sense. Go Frank.
Can you high five me for saying the right thing? Yes. Go Frank. Frank the Tank. Look at that shirt. Look at that handsome man. Where's Deja Vu said, Veronica, as a female, I love listening to you comment on poker play. Enjoying my night. Thank you. I enjoy having you in the commentary.
You should have known that hand. That's a good hand.
That was a good hand.
That was better than the other hand.
Helicopter said Frank must be the elder of Stones Live. Yes. So Kathy calls. Kathy's a little sticky. She's got 9-3 suited, flops a 3. Mike's got 9-8, and she checks. And she's out of position with not a great hand. Can she call with just bottom pair here? She likes to defend her small blind and big blind. You notice that?
Kathy, the way she's playing, the way she's playing tonight. I can't say the same thing in the 1-3 game that she played with you, but the way she's playing tonight, I would almost bet that she has a strong limit background.
Yeah.
You know,
She played amazing on.
Yeah, played great.
Yeah.
Played great. But it was like, you know, hey, floating in a hand like
ace-7, ace-queen,
She made a huge
which in limit
fold.
would be correct.
She made a huge fold on Veronica and Friends with top pair when D raised her and I re-raised. Or no, I flatted D's raise and she just folded and I had the flush draw. You missed it. It was a good hand.
No, I mean, so, yeah, you were barreling like king 3, right? Some junk or 7
Three.
You were airballing and dry firing as usual.
Standard. Wait till Wednesday.
I only have this one. I've got this.
What do you mean, T-Rex 717, 161? Trying to prove how smart we are.
Live pen, everybody, live pen.
I think he's talking trash.
There'll be a lot of drinking going on.
No, they're saying that we're not. Oh, we're joking.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
joke. Yeah, we're joking. Don't worry.
We're definitely not trying to prove how smart we are. I just learned how to peel a
Chips, please,
banana.
1,000, table 11. I'm ready.
When she comes back, she just her tip, I think. I put it down.
Pardon?
This year.
Nat,
Race, the bet is 40.
I just want to butter myself up and just slide right next to Nat and just like, just watch him play.
get in
It's just-
line.
Yeah, right. It's just a good time at the table. I just want Nat and AD. Can't we just do Jake and Veronica lineup one day where we choose our
Let
players?
us pick the game?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Nate,
take a water
Nat, AD, TD,
Elemental P.
Rick Roberts.
One more one.
Everyone.
Frank would,
Chips, please.
would be
table
just fine in
11.
there.
Green, and red.
10 white.
How much?
Aaliyah's.
And then, C7 also. Thank you so much.
Heaven's adding on a gram.
Yes. And that's what you should do.
By far ever.
This is a game, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't practice. These aren't play chips. This is a game. This is a 1025. This is a 5-5. The white chips are hundreds. The red are fives and the greens are 25s. And if you see the little blue chips, those are $1. These are usually just for tipping.
Race, the bet is 50.
Got all those chips
Wait, you know what?
You're being a pulp. You get all those chips, Nate.
If you would have rated 50,
Nat's picked up almost a real hand. Nat's got king, queen of diamonds. It makes it 50 to go.
Does he know how to play real hands? Just kidding, Nat.
The whole deck.
I'm kidding, Nat. We know Nat is very competent, very smart, thinking player. Sean, this is where you can go 875. No.
And Nat will probably, he'd probably flat.
Yeah, Nat flats.
It's the sickest thing ever.
And flops a flush.
Thanks, nice.
So if you are just tuning in for the first time, we have a little heart on the screen that you can press and you'll follow us and we'll let you know when we go live. We normally stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays from 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 10. And they pay us $1 million an hour to do this. Can you imagine?
How do we run so good?
We run so good.
So,
We don't even need to play, we're making money. Big time.
yeah, we're
Big time.
Big time. I mean, you can tell by how bad I'm spewing off in these games. I mean,
Yeah, you obviously have so much money to burn. Just burn it. Light it up.
So-
I smoked it and then I burnt it.
Kathy, she's going to step out here. She makes it 35 to go 10-7 off.
She can't pick up any good hands in late position, so she's just barreling with bad hands. Why not?
V Cross
What's up, Valerie? Jake's dying.
choked
next
in my
to me.
emotions.
Choked on your emotions. We had a little moment about you, Valerie. Jake and I both admired and loved you at the same time. It was nice.
places I could run with that comment.
It was a little threesome. You were in between us, in our minds.
Hey,
Race,
So it looks like it was straddled to 10, and now Frank's putting in a raise with Ace King. I like it in the hijack.
I would put down a lot of money that Kathy comes from a limit background.
Yeah.
Limping the ace 9 here.
And probably just gonna call. It's Frank though. He's got a wider range than most. And everyone folds. Okay.
I think it's way
I
from
got the starting hand tonight right there.
interesting there. Okay, like if you're limping ace 9, you obviously have to limp with the intention that you have to call a raise with it. Once you're calling a raise from Frank. Frank raises
Almost any 2 cards.
any 2 damn cards.
He's not as wide, I would say, as Nat, but he's pretty wide open.
Yeah, he's full throttle.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you just find. I mean, it was correct fold.
Any ace, I would not fold to.
Well, I would have never played the pot with the ace 9. I mean, anyway, but like,
Yeah.
but that's once you did, one bad decision doesn't deserve another.
Yeah.
Even though she was correct and Frank had the ace king. I mean, whatever.
I think you may be right. I think she is a limit player. I wonder if she's gonna play it.
I don't think she's a limit player, which I think she definitely has a limit background.
Which makes her a limit player.
No, I don't think you're a limit player.
Yes, it does. Means you played.
Yeah.
You've played limit. You're a limit player.
Wow. Make a big blanket statement about the entire poker community. Just like talking trash.
Yes, I've
That's slander.
just talked trash about
It
the
is.
entire poker community. King deuce 10, 2 spades on the flop. Sean flops the best of it.
Well,
I can't do commentary. Can we fire this guy on my
someone
right?
needs to.
We're overpaying him $1 million a show.
You need to prescribe me something.
I can't prescribe. I'm just a nurse. I might have something in my purse though. It's called tequila.
Jimmy Bluffett, what's going on, brother?
Jimmy Bluffett, do you know who is standing 10 meters away from me? I'm saying meters because I'm from Canada.
Because that's what the restraining order says he has to.
Rick in Barstow, ladies and gentlemen. Rick in Barstow, in the flesh, is standing just 10 meters away from me. I can't believe it. I went into shock when I saw him today. I don't know why he didn't tweet me like he didn't text me on
He
Twitter.
wanted to pleasantly surprise you.
It was
thought it
very
was sweet.
sweet.
Yeah.
I thought it was very sweet.
Yes, it is.
might get
It's a live
another
vibe.
Frank's got a straddle going. That is a $35 straddle from Frank.
Take advantage of the blind guy.
Nice.
And now Evan
That is 90.
makes it 90 to go ace queen.
You playing in there? Enough, definitely. All I need.
Frank's trying to figure out how long he can milk the clock before he can Hollywood, or before he folds his hand.
He just wants us to admire his good looks.
There was so much left tonight.
And Evan is going to put on his headphones and listen to the Cure Pornography album again and be miserable with everything.
Yeah.
He just doesn't look very happy. Which is like right in my wheelhouse. I like that.
Well, you don't know, he was listening to show tunes right before the stream started.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Na, 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 na.
I love that little frog.
I love that frog. You know about the frog?
Of course, I know about the
No,
frog.
I know about that frog.
Frog.
I always say my husband is that frog. I bring him out in public, he's like, ribbit. But then when we're at home, he's like, hello, my baby, hello, my darling. No?
Yeah, no, I get it.
My husband is that frog.
Really?
Yeah. You want me to tell you again? Kathy's got ace queen, a real hand.
It's a little too much kicker for her.
Yeah, right? What do I do now?
What is this is?
I have to make that shirt. What is this is? Christian Bale's cousin is limping, and Kathy,
Smash it, Kathy.
that's almost a smash. We'll give it to you, 35.
A little small.
Small smash. And when you go to these small smashes, guys like Nat, guys like Frank are not going to fold.
You don't want him to fold. I think you're raising for value.
There we go.
Raise to 45. There we go. Jack 9 Dewey, and Frank hits his 9. $105 in the pot.
So we've seen her float, like check call, with nothing, and now she's leading with nothing. So she's disguising her range, definitely. But Frank's calling.
Now she gives up.
85 is bet.
935 is
And Frank's gonna bet his 9.
I know.
Wow.
Bet there by Frank.
on it. I can't even argue.
Interesting hand. Interesting.
Thinks he's gonna get Kathy to full 10s, maybe? I don't know. He's gonna like check back bluff catcher to me.
It's like she's a wizard at playing garbage hands. But when she picks up ace queen, she doesn't know what to do. It's hard to make.
It's hard to pretend to have a pair all the time.
Right?
And
It's like it's gruesome all day.
It's hard.
yeah.
Traveled around.
So you're wearing like, where's your affliction shirt? I thought you were wearing an affliction shirt.
I was gonna get an affliction shirt. I was gonna raise, like, lift my truck, and then paint some flames on it, and like throw a motocross
Are you-
bike in the back of
You
it.
would probably throw up having to pay like $100 for a t-shirt. A t-shirt with like holes in it.
Is that what those things go for?
I don't know. I'm assuming like True Religion jeans are like $350. Affliction shirts must be like $8,500, and they're like all raggedy and already holes in them. Like, you know, like Mike Postle wears. Not Mike Postle. Mike Deej Mike. Longcar. You know, he came in with that holy shirt.
I did not know
that
that.
$400 holy shirt.
That expensive. Like a douchebag.
It's expensive to wear Affliction. I used to wear True Religions, but only from Nordstrom Rack, where they were on sale for like $60.
You know, the Warriors have to make
Now
an
I've told everyone my
interesting
secret.
fans. You know,
Hey, Alan, you're ready to go.
oh, man. There we go.
In case you wanted to, just letting you know that you're,
Everyone watching the basketball game.
just letting you know that you're promoting this battle if you wanted to.
Rick and Barstow looks pretty handsome, like sitting in our bar.
That was super funny.
Look at him, statuesque there.
First time here to Stones.
Probably loves it. It's a beautiful place. I don't know why he's not playing.
You know what? Every once in a while, it is the principle. It's all that, so.
It's gonna take a huge moment for me to do it.
Hey, it's like saving.
And getting publicly shamed in the live stream isn't gonna do it.
I feel like Nat's one of those players
No,
that
I'm just teasing you. I don't
can
care.
go back and forth between blunt force trauma and fencing.
Yes.
You know, and some players
Change gears.
cannot do that. They're one or the other.
Whatever you want to do, buddy.
They say it's your chip.
3 players.
Nat and Frank, heads up.
I like it. Sarah's our dealer. She's awesome too.
You do it with your left hand. Sometimes.
King 7-9, all hearts. Frank's got the best hand with a pair of kings.
It says, yeah, Kathy's still in the hand too. Kathy
Bet is
checks.
30.
Wow. Nat's open-ended with a junky heart draw, but it is a heart draw nonetheless. And it is live.
It's pretty funny.
I don't know if they're legal or not.
And disco for Nat.
Well played, sir.
This is a
Well, it's not
Nat's
regulated
second
yet.
heart flush.
Top 2 for Frank. No good, no heart. Nat shows him the 6 of hearts.
At a masturbation show. At a table.
Very good.
That's
Ship it to the beast. This Wednesday, 2 days from now, Veronica and Friends, I will be playing with all my Twitter besties.
2. Not so this Wednesday?
It's like 2 days from now.
I thought you said 2 weeks from now.
No, a few days from now.
This Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
1-3.
1-3. You are going to be in the booth.
Talking about poker.
Talking about poker. We've got it all figured out, ladies and gentlemen.
Now we do.
Justin's going to be in the booth with you. He's a big dill, that one.
Oh, that one.
And
Fat Train.
Fat Train. And me and my friend Candace Collins is going to be at the game. I don't know if any of you are a fan of Candace Collins, but she's kind of a big deal also.
GS is kind of a big deal.
She
was,
is very big deal. WPT player to watch.
Yeah, they're the ones to watch. She was mentioned. She'd just come off a big, a deep run in the Shooting Star, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I remember that.
She was one of the chip leaders at the Deep Stacks, for Deep Stacks Reno.
She's about to play with. Nice cow.
They both
Good player.
flop open-ended. Can you believe that? 6, 7, 8, 9.
25 is the best.
Kathy's got the best open-ended kicker. Ace High's still good right now. Deja Vu see, now they both made a pair on the river.
And a 6.
Kathy's got the best kicker. Deja Vu wants to know my craziest nurse story.
I was open-ended.
I don't know if we can handle that.
My husband forces me, like he makes me promise to party the house, do not tell crazy nurse stories. No one wants to hear them.
Yeah, I like your husband's logic.
You had a nut,
I had
girl.
yet to break these headphones. That was Tuco.
Finally, we got to
God, if I just think back, some of the stories.
I
I have had like
I know, right?
people go bananas, steal scissors, and like run down the hallway and try to stab me and other nurses. You know, things like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've thought about that.
Right? Hey, Sean, is there something you would like to do?
Without losing your mind. But they're usually naked. You'd probably do it with your
Live 10,
clothes
everybody,
on.
live 10.
Questionable.
I do.
I mean, anything worth doing is worth doing
You guys
right.
want to drink on next?
Right?
And also.
Oh, Evan is like a young Alan Kessler.
Yeah,
Right?
there it is.
I'm on my game tonight. I'm on my game.
45 is a bit. She's here for Carlos.
Okay, a young Christian Bale's second cousin just put in a raise. 45.
She whispers his name. You can't hear it, but she
Took is thinking about it.
just like that.
Pocket nines. It's definitely a call. If you folded that, I would run out of this booth and yell at you.
Winning my cards.
And I would expect Nat to call here. Yep.
Our hearts would be broken if he didn't.
Let Sean bet my cards.
Queen 8-5.
Everyone's got a heart draw. Backdoor heart draw. Alan is still best with his pair of nines. Deja Vu worked on psych ward for many years. Everyone's staring at each other. Everyone's like, do you have what I think you have, what I have, what's in your range? I've got a heart draw.
85 is a bet.
I like this bet out of Mike here. He's been checked too. They look weak.
Thinks he can get someone to fold an 8 here. It's a good bet. If he gets Allen off the 9s, it's a great bet. But if I'm Allen, I'm calling all day here. Yep. Nat's out of the way. Board double pairs. Allen's 9s play. Mike's been completely counterfeited.
Can Mike bet any amount to get Allen to fold here?
It'd have to be a ton. Because if I'm Allen, I'm sitting there, the way the flop played out,
Over betting the flop, I think, would be bad. It would look like you missed something. Like, yeah. Check, check.
Mike checks back, gives up.
Deja Vu, I actually, when I was in my last year of nursing, getting my BSN, I did a month on a psychiatric ICU unit. Oh my dear God.
How do you run so good life?
Well, you know, I got it done. I got it over with and I got the degree, so.
Thank you.
But it was a very interesting month.
And he looked like a.
There were some killers in there. Killers. $100 bills.
I got like almost everybody to start calling you that too. That's the best part about that. He's here.
Okay, the conversation just went really bad and quiet and awkward.
No, I was just thinking about I was thinking back at the hand if I was in Mike's spot.
His name is Nate.
you just give up. And I think you have to. I was just showing any way you could justify any hand you can rep.
You could rep a queen, but overbetting the pot would look so suspicious. I think, to me.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't think you could ever play a queen like that.
Alright, 2 players.
Nat makes it 40 to go. Queen 10. Frank comes along. Queen Jack.
I don't read Frank just as sir.
Deuce, Deuce 9.
Sorry, gentlemen.
Check, check. Board double pairs.
Chips, please. Table 11.
And barring one of these players pairing their Jack or their 10, this will be a chop.
80 is the bet. Said you have shot it. You're still not catching on.
Or if you're Nat,
No
you
more
just
moving, Sean. No
come
more.
out and fire the 9 and take it down. Nah.
So, Candace Collins, Kathy Stahl, my lawyer Justin.
Sweet.
Guess who else is a lawyer?
Oh, God. Hold on. I know the answer to this.
She's in our Twitch
Johnny
chat. No, Plastica.
Plastica's a lawyer.
She's gonna be there. Her wife, woman writer.
5, 10,
Awesome.
everybody.
I think I'll leave the rest as a surprise. Me, of course. A few more as a surprise. It's gonna be a good game.
It's your lawyers.
I brought the lawyers in the game to spew money, right? That's what you bring lawyers for, to dump all the tons of cash that they have. Justin's wife is also a lawyer, so I'm assuming that he'll come with a bag that's got a $ sign on it and just dump it on the table.
Awesome.
Is that 45 correct?
Evan Kessler.
45.
Right?
Very much so.
I wonder, like, I should creep his Facebook and see if he complains as much as Alan does.
Oh, that he would have his work cut out for him.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work.
Thank you. I had her to whisper your name, but you didn't hear it.
So did you ever watch Three's Company?
You stand behind you going,
I did not.
All right, well,
I know
you should
the
have-
show, but I mean, I
Mrs.
just-
Roper?
Yeah, I just no.
520.
Three's Company is one of the greatest shows, greatest comedies ever made. And children like you, who didn't watch Three's Company, probably have issues going on because you missed out on a great portion of your childhood.
520.
Makes me sad.
Who's here?
Jack Tripper.
Oh my God.
Jack Tripper.
I got nothing for you. No, I don't know what to say.
Well, I'm passing up about.
Deja Vu said lawyer jokes at the table, can't wait. Don't worry, there's enough of us non-lawyers to make it entertaining. Poor Justin. He's gonna raise his rates on me. President Kanye said, has Tom Cruise played a hand yet? I don't think so. I don't think Tom Cruise...
Yeah, that A7, A8 hand versus versus Frank.
You know, it's a 3-hour show. It's hard to get good hands all the time, you know? I mean, I don't wait for them, but...
You do what Nat does, and you pretend to have good hands all the time.
Exactly.
That is 20.
Nat, Frank. And speaking of the Devils,
Double paired boards. It's our thing. I love hearing
please
all
check
ins.
back, Frank.
The Polish man is all in. Can you hear? Can you see that?
Okay, wow. Nat just check called, and now it will chop. Rep quads, Nat. Shove. Please rep quads. Nat check called with Jack 3 on the 9-9-10 board with the intention of taking it away on the river. But then he rivered some showdown value by playing the board.
Is this a bad beat hand?
For Frank, it is. Frank just took one on the chin. I was surprised that Frank, one, I was surprised he value bet the turn. I'm surprised he got value out of Nat. Wow.
Wow, Gay Corpse is still here. Haven't seen him say anything for a while. He likes Frank though. But he likes
Frank.
Jason McRoberts the mostest.
hosts. Yes, we are commenting on the delay. Yes. We're watching this the same time that you guys are. We're on
25-minute delay? 25?
Somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes
between
usually.
20 and 30.
Nats pick up aces,
I love
and
it.
a guy like Nat picking up aces, you will never put him on aces.
And everyone just saw Nat check call the turn on 9-9-10-10 with Jack 3.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna give this man aces.
And everybody's limping. Everybody's limping. It's a straddled board, and here comes a raise out of Alan Kessler.
Evan Kessler.
Evan Kessler.
Evan.
And Nat, what is Nat gonna do now? Nat's gonna put in a little 3-bet, and it's gonna look suspicious. It's gonna look like he's squeezing. It's not too big. The more I watch Nat, the more I think he's a little bit of a mad scientist, a little bit of a genius, a little bit crazy.
And hey, if you're Evan, it's Nat.
I know, exactly,
Nat can-
and you have position on him also.
I think that's gonna be the key to him calling here, and I think he will call. He could even. Oh my God, is he thinking about 4-betting this?
And again, Nat could be doing this with air, so 4-betting is...
And there's a 4-bet.
Woo, baby! Nat,
Now
please
it's your
just
Nat flat. Please flat. No, Nat jams it.
And the hand's done.
Ah, Nat, golden opportunity.
Oh, don't show Nat. Yeah. Gay Corp said Alan Kessler would have snap mucked ace queen off when he squeezed the queen.
Gotta get going now.
So I would have loved a flat out of Nat there.
Yes.
You're
And then
dominating.
check raise up all flops.
Yeah, you're dominating every single hand out there.
Is that the way the hand ranking
Yeah,
chart works?
yeah.
Aces are at the top?
I'm telling you right now. Yeah, see, I'm a genius.
Wizard.
Wizard.
Source word. She's a witch. Burn her.
At the stake.
God, I would have loved to see Nat flat there.
I know, it would have been so good. It would have been like the hand of the night. Greasy little
And then the flop comes down Queen Jack 6, turn 6.
river ace.
The turn 6. So it's like,
Sorry, I was finishing.
Whatever.
Whatever. Hate your guts too.
You're
Is
not
that
my real
Sean Drake,
stepdad.
ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah. Drake's in the house.
No, he's not.
Right there. Is that Sean Drake looking fella?
But there's lots of guys that look like Sean Drake from behind. No, that is Sean Drake from the front too.
that's what they say in county as well.
He's so nice to me in person, and then he like abuses me on Twitter. Like I'm his dog that he kicks under the porch on Twitter.
I feel you.
Oh wow, you just gotta live with some things, you know. Mike Postle, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Postle is in the house. Sean Drake and Mike Postle are talking. It's like celebrities, local celebrities are here. Mike Postle just ignores us like he's like, oh yeah, you know, my fans.
Thank you.
It's okay. It's big time.
There you go. That's
Yeah, Mike
So-
came to a barrel of PLO.
Did we change Alan's name to Baby G?
Raised, but it's 50.
Trying to catch that. Yeah, I saw that. Baby G. Who's Baby G?
Like Baby Jesus with a G?
As it is, Sean makes it 50 to go, 10-7 of hearts. Frank comes along, 10-9 off.
4 players.
Evan has his new favorite hand in the Queen Jack. And that's in there as well. Ace 4-5 misses everybody.
It's
First liar.
yeah. Sean was the initial raiser. I think he should continue and represent that ace. Oh, they're talking about the game. They're all going, oh.
Oh.
Well, now Sean's made a pair.
Three on the turn. Board is 4 cards to a wheel. Sean's got the best hand with a pair of 7s. And I see no one putting any money in this pot. Albeit, Nat is in the hand.
That's right.
He'll check it back, and Sean will take us down with a pair of 7s.
Gay Corpse is kind of quiet tonight, you know?
He's piping up when he feels need, though. It's good.
Yeah. Remember when he used to troll us and be mean? And now he's reformed, a reformed Gay Corpse,
The best kind of gay corpse.
right? Angry Corpse.
Okay, now we got a game now.
He's not angry, he's beyond angry.
So we're catching this on a 25-minute delay, and as we're seeing now, are the players reacting to Oklahoma City taking down Game 1 against the Warriors. So
No,
sick.
no straddle, Took. When you come into Stones, you straddle. Next time, remember that, Took. Or Baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Evan Kessler is limping. Kathy's checking.
Oh, Rocket, you know, we're no channel straight.
Be a dealer. It'll be like a big button dealer. I'll throw it out.
Jack 6-9, 2 hearts.
20 is a bet.
Frank's got a jack. He's ahead right now, and he's going to take this down.
Warriors didn't come back and win this game. Even though they're playing like crap. Watch.
Donk betting. It's a big thing in
There was no pre-flop for Razor. There was
No. I'm just saying in general. In Debate 101, there was a lot of donk betting. You would have lost your mind
I thought you preferred to call it
leading into the razor.
donk betting. Oh, you mean donk betting?
You just like drilled it into my head so much.
It's donk betting. You're not calling the player a donkey for doing it, but that's donk betting.
I'm just saying there was a lot of it going on. You would have lost your mind. There's your big fan. Is he your number 1 fan?
Security? little bit of security?
Did he put his nipple on the
That's a
window
nipple.
there?
That's a nipple. Oh, God.
Oh god.
Looks like. Sorry, you can't have me all night.
Pre-flop, full view, my most degenerate poker story. Oh Jesus God, what?
It happened like 2 hours ago.
55?
My most degenerate poker story.
I like 60.
Years and years ago, I was pretty broke before, and I jumped in a cash game with most of my net worth.
Yeah, well, who hasn't? It's when you try to get it all back on roulette. That's when you hit the bottom. And I got it all back. They want me to sing the Three's Company theme song. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. Where the kisses are hers and his. Three's Company too. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum.
Yeah, 3 made that.
I'm trying to think, what is my most degenerate
So you got
story?
those 2 more positions.
I think it's only degenerate if it affects you, like when I cried in my car in the parking
I'm such
lot.
a nit, though. I don't even have, like...
You're a nit, huh?
That's the story I'm telling. Frank barrels a 9. Bink.
150.
Squirrel.
Does your best story involve a wizard?
I've learned production making fun of the players. Out of here.
I don't know, I played too many hands. Oh! Can't remember the stories anymore.
Nice roll.
Maybe they're talking about the wizard I got you. 9's full for Frank.
Alright.
Frank.
Ship the $600 pot to Frank.
Alright, Mike is coming in. Can I get anybody service?
Give Sarah a tip.
There we go.
Good luck, everybody.
Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, thank you for the happy ending.
You missed a lot of tips. Hey,
Get in there.
everyone's so caught up in the basketball game that no one's even playing poker.
Yeah,
What's up,
right?
Mike? Good, how we doing? Free tip. Hey, thank you for your haircut.
I really don't have a lot of like really bad degenerate stories. I really don't. Like I mean, like we all. I think I put that on Twitter how like psychologists estimate that a negative or a bad outcome is felt 2.5 times out of a positive outcome. Right? You retain. That's why we all remember all the bad beat stories. So I remember.
Yeah,
I
it
remember
has to do with anxiety and adrenaline. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. So I remember like some really bad, beats and some punts and things like that. But like really bad degen stuff, I really don't have a lot. I mean, I wish I could tell this terrible story where I was playing in a, trailer park, stripper, Oklahoma City, something or other,
Runny Eggs Buffet.
Runny Eggs Buffet for my entire bankroll, but I just don't have those stories.
That was a good strip club. That pregnant woman needed that money. She was going to law school.
Because that kid's going to go to college.
Exactly. Sticky card, 6, 7, 8 on the flop, 2 diamonds. No one's got a diamond. Evan's got a little gutty. Queen
Jack
on the
makes a
turn.
queen.
Sorry. I know you're normally announcing the action.
No, it's good.
No, you can do your job. Do your job. Do your job. Do your job. Do your job.
Jake Corpse once went to a strip club named the Toolbox. Got a lot of free drinks. Nice.
So it was male strippers, right? It's okay, Gay Corps. We're in California. We're okay with all of that.
So I can't. Did Chris add on a lot of money recently? It shows him at like 2.7, almost 3K. I don't remember Chris winning a big pot.
I think Chris added on. I think I saw Chris and Evan add on. I'm pretty sure. I'm
And their
pretty
whole
sure I
master
watched
plan
it.
is to check a nutty hand over to Nat.
And Nat, and let Nat spew at them. Yeah, probably.
I just don't know if it's going to happen tonight. I mean, I'd almost want to play a little snugger and then wait till I can get position on them, and then add on, and we'll put some big pots when I have position on them.
Check dark onion and all I got. Oh, I hit that. I definitely hit that.
A lot of paired boards. 10 deuce deuce.
And Evan will bet his tens. Nat
Floating.
floating. Well, he's got a 3 flush, so 3 flush, 3 straight. He's got a 3 straight flush.
Right? Now, Evan's picked up a little more equity on top of having the best hand.
And Nat is capable of doing something here. I think Nat's plan was to bet if Evan checked. No, he's going to stick with the plan. And Nat is now raising turn.
Brick it.
Evan's going to call. Make no mistake about that. It's whether or not he can check call a river bet with just a pair of tens. Assuming he doesn't improve, of course. Evan calls.
That's such a beast.
And here we go.
If Evan wants to get him off of a 10, he's not going to get him off a 2. Okay, just check.
Wow, Nat gives up.
I mean, sorry, if Nat wants to get him off. I'm surprised to see Nat give
really
up
would
there.
have thought Nat, Nat would have bet like somewhere like 250, 275. Something there. On 10 deuce deuce, he must really just be convinced that Evan was weeding out with ace queen, ace king, ace jack, and then hit the ace on the turn. Now it just wasn't to give up. I mean, it's kind of a weird. Once he leads the 10 deuce deuce, it's really hard for him to have a lot of aces in my mind. I would think.
You're talking about on the flop when Evan led?
Evan led, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he calls, and then call raise on the turn. It's hard, I think it's harder for him to have. And it's it makes it a lot more sense for him to have a lot of tens in his range
Yeah.
than aces. In which case, if you're Nat,
I think Nat
You
could have
can
plowed
continue.
that river.
just hit that.
Just turn him into a little schoolgirl.
You can't say that on the.
Sorry. I think he could have plowed into that river like a plower plows a field. Whatever those agricultural machines are.
A
Wow.
A plow.
Yeah.
That's all he could do. And he could have represented that ace.
I really thought Nat would have bet somewhere like 250, 275, and Evan really would have been put up, you know, to the test. Because Nat can so easily have a deuce.
Yeah.
So easily. Because he's Nat.
Or an ace. Could have floated. A little floated. Like he did. He floated.
Nat's supposed to have definitely a lot more aces than Evan's supposed to have in that hand. From the opposite player's perspective. Weird. Nat gives up.
This is a point in the show where my brain starts going to fish tacos.
Don't we all?
Sammy's fish tacos are the best. Oh, I noticed we got a little special new signage behind us.
New signage.
It's empty with some things, but full of others.
You be nice. Now Nat had the straddle on, and Chris from the big blind makes it 60 to go. Nat calls 45 more. Frank comes along as well. Ace 8 deuce.
Betting 125.
Chris bets $1.25. He gets Nat off the same hand.
In situations like this, you never call that stuff.
Takes down the pot.
You get fouls like that, I'm not gonna call it.
Yeah.
Sorry, the hand was... Right, I'm back. On Wednesday, I'm excited. I want my seat 4 back. It's a lucky seat. Kathy's gonna sit in seat 9. Why can't I have seat 4? I want seat 4.
You should disturb the natural order of things and lock up seat 9 for someone else. You should go sit.
Oh, Kathy. Kathy, I think, would take seat 1 then. But then Anthony and Kathy, I know they're the near the dealer seaters.
Which is so, to me that's really odd. I hate sitting next to the dealer.
Me too.
I really do.
Actually, I don't hate it like I used to.
I also don't like sitting in the middle. I hate the 5 seat because I feel like my head's on a swivel. I'm constantly like doing this number,
I love
trying
the
to watch
5
the
seat.
player. So strange. I like sitting on the 8, like Frank's spot. So you know the 2, the 3, the 7, or the 8. So I can look out. I can see the entire table. I can watch players, watch everyone look at their cards, watch how they react, look at the cards, watch how they put the money in the pot, without my head flopping back and forth like a fish.
5 players.
Tennis match.
Yeah, exactly. I like doing
See,
that
I like
in the 5
it because
seat.
then you can see both my angles.
And when I'm in the 9 or the 1 seat, I gotta like look around the dealer, and you're always at risk of your cards getting mucked on accident.
Life is so hard. How do you make it through a day?
It's tough, you know, but I try.
Tom Cruise is in a hand, ladies and gentlemen. So is Christian Bale's cousin. That little nose sniff is a tell. Everybody checking this?
Chris is gonna bet his pair of 7s.
Baby G? Took? Baby G?
He's now Baby G. When did that?
Yeah, when did that happen? Halfway through the show.
He's not Alan, he's Baby G. 7's full for Chris.
It's constantly a double paired board on this dealer. This dealer.
75.
And Evan will bet the naked heart draw. Chris has an easy call.
Open.
Check, check.
Now, I think the biggest degen thing I've ever heard was when that guy got breast implants for $100,000 for a year. That poker player. Now that's degen. That's degen. There's no story that tops that. There's nothing you could do that tops that. Even if like you did meth for a year and lived under a bridge, you didn't get breast implants.
That is true.
Although
But
doing
you
meth
mean
for a
you
year
didn't
and living under a bridge is kind of bad too. It's really bad actually.
I don't know, like I don't know, like degen if that's like a.
I got told today by Kyle, my honey badger, that his grandmother wears the same pants as me.
That's awesome.
But you know, I've just hit a low. I've hit a low in my life. Like Kyle's like this cute guy that I'm just like, oh, if he sends me a compliment, my day is made. And he's like, yeah, my grandmother wears those pants. I'm like, thanks, Kyle. Thanks. I feel so good now. I'm just gonna dress like Mrs. Roper.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Kathy, she's got a junkie A's. She's right at home.
Kansas Style said, if you did meth for a year and lived under a bridge, chances are you've done some pretty degenerate things. Yes. You've probably done a lot of things with missing teeth for a little bit of money.
Evan makes it 65 to go, and Kathy calls 50 more ace tray. Frank comes along with the sixes.
Well, because I was one saying that I thought the Warrior replay I couldn't see them lose the dungeon. Because they swept them in the regular series. I know the winner has like momentum right now.
Jack 9-7.
But the Warriors have a better team.
Frank's sixes are still best, but there's 3 overcards to his sixes.
And again, Kathy's out of position with this weak ace. Even if she had hit her ace, could she be good? Does she think she's good?
I think even Kathy credit for way too good of a hand to play with her. Set of sixes for Frank on the turn. He was already good, but. And now Kathy.
105. Just put a tweet out. 235.
Kathy puts 105 and Frank puts in a raise.
Do you like this race?
Yeah, it's fine. There's a lot of straight combos, paired straight combos that Kathy can call with. Of course, we know that she's not.
I guess it's easier when you can see the cards. But I would think if she had a jack, I would just call and I want her to spew a little more in the river. This way she gives up the hand. But a jack might still call that race.
Yeah, yes.
I saw that. Wow, we just saw some action that we should have paid to see. I actually feel like I should have paid to see what I just saw.
You never gone out with those two?
That was some girl-on-girl action.
Cool.
Wow. And I'm wearing my Roper glasses, so I saw everything.
Straddle's on.
Gay Corp said, why did she open limp with a rag under the gun?
Kathy actually had the straddle on and called a raise out of position.
She was getting a discount on the raise. I always think about it like that. I'm getting a discount. I'll just call. Whatevs. I might flop quads. You can't flop quads if you fold.
Evan's had a tough go of it tonight. He's been put into some rough spots. Not a lot to work for him. As it is, he's got Nat 3-betting him.
But he's going to give Nat a little back.
Now, we saw him 4-bet earlier, and Nat came over the top of the 5-bet shove. In my experience, when a player goes to well on one of those moves, and it, and it doesn't work, they're less likely to go to do it again when it doesn't work. So now that Evan's putting in a 4-bet here against Nat, if I'm Nat, I'm thinking, okay, this guy's probably going to have it this time.
Yeah. And last time Nat had aces, so.
So I think Nat can get away here.
Yeah, I definitely think he will.
The thing for Nat, though, he does have position, though. But I think Nat gets away.
He's just you know, he doesn't want to look like he's insta-folding with a weak hand. He wants to look like he's thinking it through, like he's got a big hand. And Tom Cruise is going to show us a stretch. Wow, is he just flatting this? Is he going to flat this?
He has position.
He is in beast mode,
Nat
ladies
flats.
and gentlemen. Nat flats, King 8 of spades.
505 in the pot.
Wow, super dominated
Heads
too.
up.
I'm surprised he didn't flop a flush. It's so hard to put him on a range. I mean, he could have hit that. He could have had 4s, 7s, 10s. I mean, Evan just hit nothing. What does he do? He has to c-bet.
325.
Oh, he's hating this. He's hating this. Nat
Evan now
knows
bets
that it's
325.
Nat knows it's just a c-bet. Just always a c-bet. Ace King, Ace Queen, Ace Jack would still do the same thing.
The graphic shows that Evan's got about 400 behind. I think he's got a little bit more than that. I think he's got somewhere around 550 maybe. Nat's gonna float. Jesus.
Wow, Nat, you're such a beast. If Evan gives up on the turn, Evan's giving up on this turn, Nat is gonna plow into him. Watch, Evan's gonna check, and Nat's gonna go all in. That's
The problem for Evan,
Check. Oh, wait. Let's see if he goes all in. There's not much more behind. 1.4K in the pot. Evan's got
5, 6. He's got 6 and change behind.
6 and 640.
And Nat moves all in.
I told you, I'm the
And Evan gets off play.
I'm a beast. I dove into the mind of Nat. I dove into the mind of Nat. Nat, write this down. Nat, you are the player of our stream tonight. That was
chipped on 11.
the best play tonight. And he's done it a few times, and that was awesome. Write in the chat if you love you some Nat. Huh? You like that rhyme? What time is this? 9:06.
906.
So 206 in. Excellent hand. Justin TD, you did not give us any writing utensils, so we haven't written anything down. That was amazing. What did I say? He's gonna check, and Nat's gonna plow into him. I don't think he's a spew lord, Gay Corpse. I think he's a calculated genius with a mad scientist somewhere back there.
So sick.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. No rioting. No rioting. I thought they were like gonna. I thought they were gonna
Wow.
riot.
There was 705 in the pot after Nat called the 4-bet. 705 in the pot. And Evan only had 800. He bet what, 6? Or no, he bet 9. Because he bet 3 1/4. And we knew he had 6 and change. The graphic could 4, but we knew he had. We could see by a second he had like 650, 640, somewhere in that window behind. So he's got about 900 behind, 700 in the pot. I think an argument can be made to jam the
Yeah,
flop.
yeah, yeah. If you're gonna put in money, so tell me when you're at the table, because you're a pretty competent player. I mean, it's all right. But when you see someone like Nat, does Nat prey on people that are gonna be?
Nat finds the scared money, and that's where
Pounces.
Nat cuts out his profit poker for sure.
He's kind of like a woodpecker on the, but he's like going into Evan, and he tried it before, did it before, and now he's getting more and more of Evan's stack, and he's becoming a pain in Evan's side. Right?
God bless Nat. Like I called him for the stream. He's my favorite human being. I love Nat.
I think if Evan really, had I been Evan and Nat was doing this to me all night, I think pre-flop when Nat re-races me, I just jam it. So I didn't have that much behind.
If I'm to, I think there's definitely 2 sides to it. Yes, I totally agree. I agree with Bomb. Just maximize your fold equity and just rip it.
He didn't have that much behind. Had I had 3K behind, I wouldn't have jammed it.
Well, yeah,
honestly.
you don't jam. You never jam.
But with that short stack, I would have jammed it, especially versus, look at that stack.
If I'm conversely, his bet sizing looks like he's trying to get a stack in by the turn.
Yeah.
And get called.
Yeah.
So if he's got aces or kings there, it looks like if I bet 3 1/4 there, he's definitely trying to like then jam 6 on the turn to get it for sure. If not, just get Nat to barrel the flop right there and get it all. It looks like if you were just looking at the size and you couldn't see the hands, you might say, okay, Evan's trying, he's getting a little greedy here. He's trying to get his entire stack in, you know, by the turn with that small
Yeah.
size. On the other side, it looks kind of.
Or it looks scared. It looks like he wants to bet because he knows if he checks, he's going to look weak, but he doesn't want to bet that much. I would have in that spot. Look at they're just like right into our chili of our stone slide. I would have jammed pre-flop once Nat 3-bet me in. I'm like, if you have a better hand, you have it. Whatevs. Because you know I have that F-it button, and when my F-it
Yeah,
button
you
goes
do.
off, I don't
Yeah,
care.
you do.
I don't care.
If with that stack size, I can definitely think make an argument for Evan to just bomb it right there. Because on a 10-9 flop on 10-7x is Nat's never going to fold queens anyhow.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. You're betting 300 there. He's never folding.
Yeah.
Unless you want him to jam. Now, of course, if he knew he had the king 8, of course, he wants him to jam some call, but it's somebody he wants. He wants
So-
Nat to fold.
What?
In which case, the only way, your best way to do that, maximize your fold equity, is to just rip it. I feel anyway.
I think, is it wrong to think, hey, I'm going to bet this small amount. If he jams, I fold. Is it wrong to think that? You should never play it that way, correct?
I think you should always be trying to win the pot.
I think that might have been what he was thinking.
I don't think there's enough information. I mean,
I'm not trying to read his mind. Yeah, if I could read his mind.
we saw the hand earlier where Nat flatted a 4-bet with 7-8. Right?
Yeah.
So I guess the hard part for Evan is Nat could have, he's one point at the table in a 4-bet pot, might have some 10s, a 7x hand in his range. Who did it? Was 10-7 what? Was 10-7, 10-7-5? I think it was 10-7-5, or turn 4, 10-7-4, turn 5. I know Nat actually picked up an inside straight draw on the turn as well.
Okay.
You could have caught a 6 for a straight. But
I love this game tonight. I love it. I love
fresh
it.
blood, it was good.
It's almost.
I think Nat liked this game too.
Yeah, Nat's
bit.
loving this game. I think Nat loves every game he's at.
And I think Evan's like, I never want this man to have a position on me again. Like,
Okay, so I'm going to speak directly to our tournament director, Justin, right now and say that for Christmas, I would like a table with Nat, with Nate, Nate, sorry, we can't hear when our
When I'm hacking
co-host
up
is
along.
dying. Nat, Nate, AD, TD, Frank, Jason McRoberts, and then you can pick the rest.
Harlan,
Harlan, Earl Mencken.
and me.
Oh, no!
Sorry, 60.
Igor, the slow roll mad Russian. Igor.
That would be a sexy game.
Justin, for Christmas, that's what I would like. Thank you. I just put that in my stocking. And Jake and I will be in the booth like little children getting candy at the candy store.
Barely eggnog.
Oh, eggnog.
I don't think I like eggnog. I don't like dislike it, but I'm never like ordering eggnog anywhere I go. I'm never like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why that's like.
Okay, good.
No, I'm just saying like people that like I don't know. I thought it was
I don't like eggnog either. I don't ever buy eggnog.
all right. So then,
But I'm not gonna make
So we're on
a,
the
you know,
same
I'm not
page
gonna
about
talk
it.
about eggnog for 5 minutes.
what are some of the things you talked about?
So there's eggnog people and there's not eggnog
talked
people.
about like weird anus stuff earlier.
Yeah, but that's
we'll get-
nursing.
Okay. Oh, never mind then.
People get
Which-
stuff stuck
which
in their
totally
anus all the
relates-
time by accident.
Totally relates to this poker game.
All the time by accident.
Obviously.
Guys are falling asleep all the time and their buddies are accidentally putting something in there. And then they end up in the emergency room because their buddy did it while they were sleeping.
See, this is my fault for bringing this up again. I apologize, folks. This is my bad.
Eggnog.
We'd almost got it back to poker.
See, JFK Stone's listed my Christmas list.
Yeah.
That's my Christmas list. It's not hard. It's not expensive. It's gonna be great. And it's not just Christmas for me, it'll be Christmas for all of us.
Happy birthday.
And then lock the doors, don't let them out. Strap them to their chairs.
Should have Sean Drake in the game.
Sean Drake for cash, I don't know. He wasn't really into that last game.
He doesn't say hi to you one time and you turn on.
I know, right? I know. Sean, come back to me, baby.
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back. I could think of some like great 90s songs with guys that have long hair and lipstick on. No? Rick and Barstow, what are you doing?
Yeah, you just proposition you.
Hold on, time. Okay.
Well, come say hello to everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick and Barstow, the one, the only. Everybody say hello. And give us a quick hello.
Hi, y'all.
This is Rick and Barstow. You disappeared.
I
What do you think of Stones?
I like this place. It's a very nice
Beautiful,
place.
isn't it?
Yes, it very is. Like, give me some place to stop. Maybe on my halfway trip to Wairika or not.
Yeah, and Sammy's is delicious too.
Yep.
Thank you so much for coming to visit us. We really
no worries.
appreciate it.
No worries.
Rick and Barstow in the flesh, ladies and
Don't
gentlemen.
forget to do Veronica and hostages because he takes a ransom to get out of the game.
It is a ransom to get out of the game on Wednesday.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome, Rick.
Wait, Rick, before you leave. Have fun.
Thanks.
I know, me too.
So we got a big hand here. Frank's got the nut flush draw, inside straight draw. Chris has got bottom 2.
90.
That's 90. Had more money not going in on the flop. What were we doing?
What is this?
What is this? How does Frank not raise here?
Any jack, any diamond, any...
That's them.
That's it.
Those
Yeah.
are them. Backdoor clubs get there. 8s and 5s are still good for Chris. Had more money not go into this pot.
Like, Nat and Evan are building like 1K pots pre-flop with nothing.
And this is a 285.
285 in the pot with 2 pair and nut diamond draw, inside straight draw.
Cracker jacks for outs.
By the way, I really like this dealer. It's one of my faves.
Bet at 175.
Oh, Mike's the best.
Frank's like, how did this hand go so wrong? I had so many outs. Probably not as many as you thought, because your ace and your queen weren't good if you hit them.
If Frank raises the turn, if Chris calls the raise, then I definitely think Frank might get him off on the river. He's going to be very, very specific with the sizing because backdoor clubs did get there. But I feel like if Frank would have raised turn, he could have got Chris off on the river.
How does Nat not have the most chips at this table? Chris has 3.5.
Well, he just won a pretty good little pot there from Frank. Or, well, not a modest-sized pot. And I think he's added on. I think he's been pacing Nate.
Yeah.
And then he's won a few pots.
I think that's so cool that Rick and Barstow came and visited us.
Yeah, way cool.
The rest of you should come and visit us too. Jimmy Bluffett, I'm trying to convince him to come down in August. I have Gay Corpse booked for August, as well as something a little surprise with Gay Corpse. He blew my cover though. He got all mad why I didn't bring up his name for August. I'm like, fine, I'll bring your name up. It was going to be a little surprise, but fine. Fine. Jimmy Bluffett said I smell like Polish sausage. Damn right I smell like Polish sausage. It's a good thing. Lots of garlic in it. I like Polish sausage. My mother make very nice Polish sausage.
From Costco, they say.
Not from Costco. Costco does not carry Polish sausage. King, Jack 3 on the flop.
Couple spades.
This is going to be a little bit of action because Chris picked up a little gutty. Evan's got a flush draw. Small blind versus big blind. Evan seems like a man that's kind of defeated right now. He's frustrated. This game hasn't been going so well for him. 6 on the turn. Check again. Gay Corp says corpse and friends.
Check, check.
Ace high's good. Evan's just giving up. Evan's just giving up.
Check, check. Open.
And he's gonna see that he lost.
Queen.
He could have taken that pot. $500 pot.
No pair good.
Bride of Gay Corpse.
If Evan maybe like
I mean, sizing's real key there, but let's say if he would have bet like 225, 250 there, it might look like he's going for thin value with the king.
Yeah.
You know, maybe trying to get called by ace jack, something like that.
I think he could have let out on the turn.
Check call lead. I don't know if that point, if you're Evan there, if Chris hasn't shown any weakness yet.
Last 10.
And if you're going to take that line, it almost might be better check raising and then just going fire.
Well,
maybe.
I mean, either way, I think a little bit of strength.
Yeah.
I feel like he's
it would
kind of
have worked.
getting frustrated with just the game in general.
He's had a rough go tonight. I mean, the cards have not cooperated for Evan.
It's really not fun playing with a guy like Nat on your left. It
And Chris is real solid as well. We've seen Chris make quite a few
sorry,
little
Tom
plays
Cruise.
tonight. Yeah, Tom Cruise. So he's got Chris on his left with a big stack, Nat on his left with an equally large stack.
Tony, hello. The very handsome and competent Tony in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Tony always looks the best in our live streams. He's got his hair down, best glasses.
He's
He's a male model.
above average beauty. Yeah.
Yeah, he is above average. Minimum above average.
He's in the middle.
At least, like at minimum,
No, for
he's
the
above
minimum
average.
is. I've read a book now, so I know what that is.
You took it out of context.
I tried to.
We're staring at you, Tony. I'm sure most people feel that way. Tony said he'd rather shovel dog poop than play in that PLO game. It's probably because Jason McRoberts is in the game and barreled.
Is J-Mac in the PLO? No, he's not. Is he J-Mac?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Heads up.
Check.
I thought you were going to announce flops and stuff.
Nah, you gave up on that a while ago.
10, queen, 9 on the flop, checked around, 6 on the turn. No one's got a spade draw. King high's good.
Pair 5.
Deja vu, Veronica is not drinking eggnog. I don't like eggnog. Eggnog gives you just a headache. It's too sweet. Are you okay?
I might not
Do
be.
you need CPR?
Alright,
I can. Kathy's a registered nurse also. I can get her to do it.
Smoke him out.
Yes,
But you gotta pretend to die a little?
a little. First, we'll check to see if you're breathing. If you're not, just hold your
I
breath.
can hold my breath.
Quiet, man. What's up?
It'd be like the Sandlot, you know, when the kid comes out the pool. Have you ever seen the Sandlot? Oh, they didn't have that in the 80s, did they? Or I mean, Canada.
We got
They didn't have a lot of things like that.
Like
We didn't even have Taco Bell until I was like 20.
That's a good thing. I mean, I think you guys benefit
Yeah.
from that. I think that's where you guys.
Burger King, I remember when Burger King. V-Straddle from Frank. There we go. We had Tim Hortons. $25 V-Straddle. The game is 5-5-25.
Raise it up, make it 80.
And we warranty you lots of action. Number one show.
Nat's got a hand.
Can you hear him? Oh, Veronica. Sorry about your 9-4, Frank. You're still handsome, and that's all that matters.
Nat 3-bets the 8s. I love it. Chris made it 25 to go, ace 10.
You know,
or no,
Frank-
Chris called the 25.
Frank has a hard time folding.
2 players, heads up.
Here we go. And if you're Nat, it just gets better.
If there are poker gods, they have blessed Nat,
Bet it, 125.
and they
Chris
said
is gonna lead.
Nat is the savior. That's what they said. You are our savior, our son. The poker gods. Chris bets out 125. Nat, please just call. Yes. Beautiful call.
Like Chris thinks is only specifically trying to get Nat off of Jacks, 10s, or Ace King. I just don't like it. I don't like it. As it is, Chris picks up an inside straight draw on the turn. I don't like it. Chris is going to fire again. Now, if you're Nat, Chris has shown some strength. He doesn't know that Chris is airballing here, but I think if you're Nat, now you can justify putting in a raise, and you're going to expect a call. I don't think he's going to get a call, but if you're Nat here, after Chris is fired into the pre-flop raiser, into the 3-better, on 2 consecutive streets, and fired strong, 305.
Call 305.
Nat's just gonna call.
Chris has got to have alarms going off in his head. Boat's up.
And now Chris, I think, is just gonna shut it down.
Sure.
If Nat was on some sort of wacky straight draw that missed, he's good anyway. The problem with it is, like, perhaps, if he thinks that Nat is on a wacky straight draw that missed, was really only the 9-7.
He's grabbing $600, $700.
7 bills. I think Chris is gonna milk the clock a little bit here, save a little bit of face.
Our dealer is wearing a Deej bracelet. Look at that. The Deej is strong in NorCal. K-Corpse is laughing at my tweet.
Good luck. Here comes Thomas. Service anybody?
I was referring to chili cheese fries at Taco Bell Gay Corps. Apparently there are none.
Where?
Taco Bell. You missed the 1025 game.
I did.
I was talking about chili cheese fries from Taco Bell, and I was like, obviously they have it, right? I don't need fast food. So what's going on? I'm gonna like call you out in front of everyone. Why aren't you Snapchatting me? Why aren't you tweeting me? Why aren't you answering my texts?
I've been in, well, first of all, I was having cell phone for the entire weekend.
You know, it's like when you're dating a guy and then he's like, oh, I was gone all weekend and I didn't have cell phone reception. I mean,
like
it's 2016. Like, obviously my cell didn't work.
It's like when you're dating a girl and they schedule you to do commentary with you. It's like so awkward.
No, it was the wife and I's anniversary, so we went hiking. Cool.
And like we were up in the hills and the mountains and stuff. And
It's fine. I don't. You don't need to Snapchat me. It's fine.
whatever.
I'm fine. I didn't cry in the fetal position in the shower for 2 hours last night,
Well, I'm glad
sucking
to
my
hear
thumb.
that. I mean, glad to hear that.
I didn't.
Yeah. It makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, like
I
scented
would
toilet
never.
paper.
I'm not that type of person. Scented toilet paper is bad. Don't use it. They use that in sex words. One Arm Louie, what is up? Thanks for joining us. Our superstar, One Arm Louie. Looks like we got some limpage going on, some power limpage. That's what we do at Stones when we limp, we power limp.
You gotta prove it to me. Gotta prove it.
Queen 7-4, all spades.
Sean.
And Sean.
Two.
Kathy's got the ace of spades. And can we please get some chips in the pot?
$10 is the bet.
I love how Sean didn't bother building up a pot here at all.
Heads up. Nope.
I asked for a dude.
Forgot Sean was in this game.
But you were reminded quickly by the size of the pot.
By the lack of volume in the pot.
Bigger Ultra says that I've never used the no service phone excuse. No, when my husband is like in the middle of nowhere, I expect a phone call. He's in
Absolutely.
like middle of England doing some secret stuff. I don't know. No, I don't know what he's going places. I make him call me.
Jig 3D9. Yes, we are live.
He knows it's live. He asks every time.
Really?
Yes, Jig 3D9 is always in the chat. He always asks if it's live.
Are you sure?
On the LA show and our show. You stop, Jig 3D9.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%. He always asks if it's live. He knows it's live. He knows it's live. He's messing with you. You're his toy. He's a cat, and you're the little fuzzy ball. Limpage going on
Are you
here at
sure?
Stones. Yes.
Damn it.
Yes, he's LOLing.
Damn.
I've been had.
You have been had. It's okay, you're cute. We hired you for your looks.
Hey, thanks.
We hired you for your looks, not for your intellect.
Kathy, she's found a couple junkers, so she's gonna get 30 to go.
Re-raise.
Well, I mean, in
115.
Garland 3 bets.
wow,
What?
what?
I said that out loud?
She's in late position.
Garland makes it 115.
I'd like a jam out of Kathy. You know what? Garland doesn't have that much behind. I would like a jam. I would just jam it. Put in 600. Put
No.
in 6. Yes.
No.
Come on, Garland, pay.
Told you not to watch
I don't care. I'll take my chances.
Candy trophy wife, I love it.
So sick.
Jig. She's right. He said. He says it all the time. He goes on the LA stream all the time. Is this live? Is this live?
Grandma always says you gotta
The jig is up, Jig. The jig is up. He's gonna change his name now and then come on and be like, is this live? And Jig's gonna say, yes, this is live.
You've been jigged.
You've been jigged. Veronica and Friends, ladies and gentlemen, Wednesday. Look at your screen. Look to the right. Look to the right. There I am, throwing very expensive cards in the air. $200 deck. That's what I do.
Says he hears and he sees Garland 3 betting.
So he's gonna have to restart the stream. He knows,
Reboot Twitch.
he knows it's a glitch.
Yeah, there is obviously a glitch in your matrix.
Garland 3 bet.
35.
Oh, sorry, Jig. It's
I
Jiggy.
just wanted to call. I got action on that.
Did Tom Cruise mess up? What did Tom Cruise do?
Tom Cruise, he done messed up.
I didn't know it.
Rick and Barstow, do not drive and talk in the commentary, please. Two-Face Man 69, what is up?
Thank you.
We would love to see you up here. Go Lock 40, what's up?
Block 40.
Lock.
G-Lock 40.
What was the name I gave Chewbacca?
No.
You should hear my parents. Do you think I'm
Ace King 8. Little something for everyone. Sean and Chris both flop top pair. Kathy makes bottom pair with pair of 8s. Chris is best with his chat kicker.
You got a lot of problems.
Never make fun of someone mispronouncing a word. It means they learned it by reading it.
Deeg. Deeg poker.
Rick and Barstow said I'm in my room, Veronica. Well, why'd you go to your room? You should have played a little bit of 1-2 with me after the game.
The high one. Great draw.
G-Lock 40.
Oh, God. You're a mess.
I could be a bigger mess. I could be doing meth and living under a bridge.
Right.
Oh, God.
Listen, the Hydra, 100K guarantee. 100K warranty. Flights start May 20th, May 21st, and May 22nd, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. each day. Get down here and get you some.
Get some. Give some. Oh, cool.
What am I trying to say here? Oh yeah, the $35 Twitter roll tournament, Memorial Day, Monday, May 30th. I'm in for that. I am in for that. I'm gonna maximize my starting chips.
I've retired from tournaments.
Alright.
Not even a free one? A Twitter free roll?
Yeah.
I've retired from tournaments except for Twitter.
Jack 8 Dewey, all clubs. No one's got a club.
Did you play on Sunday?
No.
Oh yeah, you were hiking with your wife. It was your anniversary.
And
Sorry.
that's the
Yeah, I
thing, and the
know.
other
Okay. Got it.
Remember, I wasn't texting you.
That's so rude to be on the anniversary like with your wife and like texting your side chick.
Why not?
Not even cool.
Side
Like,
hooch.
text the
Your,
two-
your booth
I-
hooch?
You know
You don't
I
text your booth hooch when you're on your anniversary.
I
with your wife.
Snapchat your wife all day long, and she Snapchats me all day long.
Yeah.
She's okay with me being your
Booth hooch?
booth hooch. We have a hand. 75
Matt's
pot.
got a lot of deuces. And Chris, who decided to take a page out of Nat's playbook and float.
And Nat's got 7 deuces and has 2 deuces. Or 3, I should say. Nat runs so good. And he's good. There's nothing, it's a scary combination when you're good and you're running good. Look at Mike Postle standing up so the world can see his arms. And
Wow. Is Nat going to lay this down?
he can't. It's not in his blood. He doesn't have the capability. I'm just telling you right now. He's going to call.
Chris clicked back. What can he beat? He min-raised back.
I'm just telling you
It's
he's
so
not.
nutty.
He's not folding. He's not capable of it, regardless of whether he should or shouldn't. He's not capable of it.
Chris mini check raised back.
And Nat, yeah, Nat.
Chris says good call.
Nat can't. He says good hand. Oh, ship it. Ship the $500 pot to Nat. Gay Corp said Peter would have snap folded already.
400 you hold?
You know, even when you're a thinking player like Nat, the gamble in your blood is so strong that you can't fold.
Yeah.
Of course I'm gonna fold.
Just big blind.
I was thinking about folding.
You can stop.
You don't think 400?
I mean, you're pretty much putting Nat on a dry bluff.
Yeah. It really, he got taken back a little bit there because no one's given him any pushback
Well,
yet on the
and
river.
check that sizing. I mean,
Yeah, it's weird.
and what can Nat beat? I mean, what would? Because you think if Chris has got any kind of real bluffs in him, any kind of misdraws, you know, if he's got the ace of clubs and whatever else, he's gonna bomb it a lot harder or lead, not check min raise.
Well, my theory is wrong. Some people are capable of bluff raising on the river.
Chris is capable.
Chris
is
is
a very
capable.
capable human being.
I started less.
That's
right now,
scary.
he's capable of putting Nat's kids through college. Is what he's capable of right now.
Where is it?
Because that's where all money in the poker universe is flowing right now. It's all to Nat. And Sean is still here. And he makes it 45. 10 Dewey. Wow.
Heads up.
Gay Corp says that he wants to blow him off ace high. The
I guess,
clickback
yeah.
targets air balls and ace high. It was kind of weird.
Big turn card for Evan. Nine's full for Evan. Something finally goes his way. And Sean has river trip tens. Looks like 125 from Evan. And Sean might be thinking that Evan's got
Wow.
a busted straight or flush draw,
A little raise.
or he's going to be trying to get value out of a queen. He thinks Evan's going for thin value with a queen. and is now put in a raise to 250. He clicks back. And Evan is eyeing Sean's stack. If you think Sean's got a 10, bomb it.
And can Sean fold a 10?
Sean's only got 900 behind.
Yeah, and can Sean fold a 10? That's a question. That's a good question. Can Sean fold it? He might not be able to fold it. It's hard to fold trips.
Please don't just call, Evan. And he's going to play it back right at him.
Sean can't fold this. Sean's gonna at least call.
550 more. Now here's the part about it. If you're Evan, what are you trying to get called by that he wouldn't call the rest of it off anyway?
Yeah, exactly.
He's only got 900 back. I think it's kind of blue on black at that point. I mean, yeah, it's a much larger bet relative to the size of the pot, but when you is there anything that Sean's going to call 550 with that he wouldn't call off 900 with? I almost want to think he would almost be more likely to call the 900 than the 550. 550 looks like so much value, such a value that you're really trying to milk Sean for max value. I think he'd almost have a better chance of getting called. He might get called. He'll probably get called anyway. And then he asked for time, even though no one has to call the clock. He just randomly called for time. I really think if you're Evan, it would not have made a difference. I think you should have just jammed. Jamming looks fluffier. I think jamming's got is much more likely to get called. This sizing looks like I want to get called. And Sean, it might be the one undoing here where Sean gets away from his trip 10s. Sean's gonna think it through. What got there? He's worried about the 9-10, worried about the Queen 10.
King 10.
9-10's the hand that he's worried about the most.
Even pocket fours, if Sean had pocket fours.
I'd say Evan is Sean. Sean, I mean, that's the hands.
Oh, sorry, if Evan had pocket fours.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard when you've got the cameras on you and everyone sees your cards, and if you make a bad fold, it's hard. You don't want to make bad folds.
We've seen Evan make moves tonight that haven't gone according to plan.
Sean doesn't want to fold this. He doesn't want to fold this. And I think he would have been more likely to call had he bombed the pot.
Had he stuck it, it looks...
Yeah. It looks so much weaker had he stuck it.
And he calls.
Wow. Yeah, he would have called the bomb pot too, I think. I knew he couldn't. He can't fold this hand.
And I think if you got him to call 5 anymore, you could have got the rest. I think when Evan goes back and looks at this hand...
Evan, if you disagree, tweet me, angry_Polak, and let me know what your thoughts were on this hand. I'm curious to know why you didn't bomb that river.
I've been there as a player where you're stuck in the game a little bit, things haven't gone your way, and you just want to get paid. Like,
yeah.
I want to get some back, and he's going to think, oh, if he shoves and the guy folds, crap, I could have got 500 out of him. Yeah,
that's true.
If he had this hand or that hand or what, if he...
to be Evan's advocate?
Yes, to be Evan's advocate. I think we've all been in those spots where you just got, shit just has not gone right at all, and you just want to get a little bit back. You don't want to blow your opponent off the hand.
I agree.
But I think anything that your opponent's going to call 550 with, he's probably... I mean, I don't think Sean's ever calling 550 more ace-queen.
Yeah.
Never. One, I don't think Sean's ever mini raising river.
No.
Ace
Sean
queen.
just calls with ace
But
queen.
yeah, I don't think
So
ever.
you got to think he's only doing that with a 10.
Yeah, I think Sean calls all his 10s, and of course anything that's got you beat, he's going to jam anyway. He's not really worried about that. So Sean's going to call all his 10s, fold everything else.
Yeah.
He'll probably call King Jack as well. King Jack was there. I don't even know if Sean calls King Jack.
Well, if you call trip tens, I mean, it's probably definitely calling king jack.
Yep.
Something you look back at. I mean, he's gonna fold everything else. Call all his tens.
SM Grinder says never a bluff. Better 10 or house. Yeah, so he might have had a better 10. Phil Helmuth, what's up? Zach Man, what's up? And Zach Man said it was 300 more, not 550 more for the entire stack. I'm assuming he's saying. So even better. I would have stacked it. I would have shoved it all in. I like shoving my stack all in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stick it. Especially when my F it button goes off. I can't stop myself. Rick and Barstow's name is still up. Everyone's seeing it. Rick and Barstow was our special guest.
I agree with Gabe Forbes. I don't even know. Like, I mean, SRM Grinder's right. It's never a bluff. It's a better 10 or house. And I agree with Gabe Forbes. I don't think it's even ever has any 10s there. I think it's a vote or nothing. And even then, I don't know how much nothing he has with that sizing. Because if he had any busted draws, then I think he's definitely sticking it. He's never trying to save the extra 400 there. Yeah, he's never doing. Evan's never doing that 8-10.
What does Sean have? 10 deuce?
10 Dewey.
Okay, we have to play the limit.
I think Evan on one, he's lucky that he did get paid the additional 550, but I think he also left some money on the table.
One of these days I'm gonna get next time.
At least he got some money back. He's been having a rough night tonight.
Got a little back.
If you're just joining us for the first time, please click the little heart and follow us, and we'll let you know when we go live. We go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. This Saturday is our Omaha 8. What?
816. If you want to get in the game, submit your bio to
Submit your bio.
StonesGamblingHall.com.
By Wednesday at noon. No one streams 08 except for us because we're 08. We're 08 masters. This Wednesday is Veronica and Friends. It's going to be a 1-3 game. It's going to get bananas. If you watched the last Veronica and Friends, it was crazy. Looks like Kathy put in a raise.
35 under the gun plus 1 with Jack 10 off.
And it was straddled, I believe.
Little ambitious maybe from Kathy.
Frank calls. And now Took is thinking about something.
Baby G. He comes along with the 8s.
I thought he was putting in a raise.
Garland calls the suited ace.
We can see there's no 8s left for Baby G to flop. Baby G, aka Alan, aka Took. Evan Kessler is coming in for the ride on the button. They said Rick should have gotten a massage while he was here. Yeah, he should have. But he had a beer and a pizza. Christian Bale's distant cousin is limping also. Calling.
All right, 8 players. Make it red. 8 players.
8 players. He folded.
Yeah, right?
All red.
You're a horrible human being that folded.
$35 bomb pot.
Seat 8 folded. Chris. Tom Cruise folded.
Rick and Barstow had several beers.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself at Stones.
Jack 5-3 and bottom set for Frank. Inside straight draw for Mike.
You gotta love this if you're Frank. You've been waiting all night. You got a million people in the hand. Someone's bound to pay you off.
Top pair for Kathy. Don't know what she thinks she can get called by. That's worse. That's it. She puts on her best 2003 impression and bets for protection.
And Frank's putting in a call. I thought that was a raise because I didn't see that white chip of Kathy's. Frank's gonna butter himself up and try to get some more chips out of Kathy on the turn. What does Nate have here?
Nat's gonna dump his 5s.
Why do I keep calling him Nate? Nat.
This reading's hard.
I know, right?
The Canadian and the English live or
G-Lock.
alphabet. They run so similar and so close to each other. Heads up to the turn. Kathy's still reaching for chips. In her defense, Frank might call this if he just had a hand like 5-6. But I don't know if he would call 2 bets here. He might call the flop at 5-6. I don't think he'd call the turn. So I think most of your money's gonna be made check calling here. As it is, she puts another 250 of dead money in the pot. Frank with a check mark.
And now he's putting in the little raisy daisy. Little raisy daisy.
And I think this is the end of Kathy.
525.
Can't she call this raise with just a jack or just a queen? I kind of would have.
25.
I would have been greasy and just called and let her barrel the river. What do you think?
Once again, she's so, from Frank's perspective, she's shown a decent amount of strength betting 2 streets here. Once she bet the flop into everyone in the game.
Yeah.
It was an 8-way flop and she fired right out, had no problem with the original raiser, fired right out.
Yeah.
Frank's got no reason to believe that she doesn't have a strong hand here. Aces or kings even. Ace-jack's like her worst hand that she's supposed to have right here.
Yeah.
And even then, I mean,
375 on the turn.
So it's 325 to call for Kathy, and she's reaching for calling chips.
I don't think she can call.
It would have been a 9.
I think Frank flats here. Of course, we can see the cards. It's easy for us, but Frank flats here, and then Kathy leads out on the river again.
I don't think Kathy leads river.
Really had 8s there.
If
You think
Frank
this is
just
the most that
flatted,
he gets out of her?
and I don't think he's gonna get anything more out of her.
No, I mean, like, regardless of whether he flats or raises, this is the most he would have gotten out of her.
If Frank would have flatted, do you think would she have check called the river bet?
Well,
That's what you're asking technically. If Frank would have flatted here, do I feel like
I think
Kathy
she would lead out. I think she'd lead out.
I don't think she would lead.
No?
What's she gonna get called by? Or if you're Kathy there, you've been called down 2 streets with an overcard. Maybe, I mean, by you know what happens on the river. There might be 2 overcards out there.
Some people like their pairs.
I think.
Don't disregard the Frank factor. He is Frank.
And that's true. There's a part of Kathy that knows that this is Frank.
Let's be frank about this, Rick and Barstow said. She's having a hard time folding this jack.
She doesn't want to get bluffed.
No one wants to get bluffed on the live stream. On Wednesday, 8 people will have their opportunity to bluff me all evening.
Yeah, exactly. That's
She
has to stick it if she is gonna call. I think she should just stick it. Stick it. Getting sticky with it.
She really does not want to fold this jack here.
Frankly, she should fold, Phil Hellmuth says. You guys are good. I like very much. Very nice humor. That's a big one.
I'm sorry.
See, the thing is, when you watch Frank play, he's loosey-goosey. He plays lots of hands. His range is wide.
If I was Frank here, I would be pretty convinced that Kathy has, for her to be thinking this hard and long about it, she's got to have aces.
You don't think she would have 3-bet pre-flop? Was she the initial?
She was the original raiser.
Okay.
She raised and everyone else called it.
Yes.
And then
you're
she
right,
fired out into everyone, fired on the queen again. If I was in Frank's seat, I would be, her taking that long, I'd be very relaxed, very comfortable, and be very confident that she had, I mean, aces or kings. I mean, like I said, her worst hand that she's supposed to have there is like ace-jack.
Can she fold there with aces or kings? Essentially, it's the same thing as her hand,
Tell you guys
right
ahead of
there.
time,
It's
if I
a
raise,
pair
I got it.
compared to the straight. I mean, to the set. Jesus, it's getting
Or
late.
two-pair. I mean, Frank could have queen-jack.
Yeah. Either way, she loses.
Either way, she loses.
The hand is essentially the same. Very nice. How much?
Should have a minimum of what we started out, but
I mean,
No, I mean, I'm saying, like, in general.
what is the minimum that
if I'm going to play devil's advocate,
Oh, we have a splash pot. $200 splash pot.
Yeah, they won the rack
They
attack.
won the rack attack. So the house has put $200 into this pot,
And they have to play a limit.
and
This
it's
is a limit hand.
5-10 limit.
5-10 limit.
We will play one hand of 5-10 limit. And Kathy now has aces. Oh, poor Kathy. One hand, two. Well, it would have meant she lost it all anyway.
Hey,
Alright, 2 bets.
Ask for red card. Is that a steam race?
Oh man, everyone's gonna be in this hand, and they're gonna. Too bad it wasn't aces cracked. We also have aces cracked during certain times of the day.
3 bets.
What a fun last hand.
3 bets. 3 bets.
Keeps on turning.
Lemon King.
This reminds me of the Golden Nugget. They always had this playing in the elevator when I stayed there last time.
What did Evan 3-bet with? Mind you, this is
Doesn't
limit.
matter. This is a limit hand.
It's 5-5, not 5-10. It's 5-5, I guess.
Oh.
So it's 5-5 limit hold'em for one hand.
Anytime
Tap it up.
the
Tap
rack
it up.
attack
Make it
lands
up.
on your
Okay.
table, that
Oh,
hand that
okay.
the rack attack is in, you can see the 200 in the middle. That becomes a limit
For
hand
one hand.
for one hand.
So Kathy caps the action, puts in 4 bets pre with her aces. Evan,
Everybody's in.
the kids in Evan's cards. And you'll see how quickly these rack attack pots will escalate.
Can't raise again. Lemon King.
Christian Bale kindly gives back her money. Kathy's trying to get more money in the pot. Kathy's like, I want to raise them again. Why
Now-
are we capping our raises?
Justin says it's 5-10 limit, but they only put in 20 each pre in the cap pot, so they're playing 5-5 limit.
200 only. See if I got a freaking easy club.
We don't know what Evan has, but Kathy, is she still ahead here? Jack 9-4 on the flop.
Kathy puts it. Kathy bets.
Chris is open-ended. Sean's got a gutty.
10. 2 bets.
Kathy is still ahead here. Wow. Against everybody, Kathy's ahead. Aces are ahead.
Chris put in 2 bets with the open-ended straight draw. Such a sicko. Kathy does have backdoor nut clubs.
Raise it, Kathy.
She puts in a 3rd bet. And here we
Limit is
go.
fun.
Everyone's in the
Cap
pot.
it up. You gotta walk me through this. 20 bucks, 10 more.
And it's capped on the flop.
Baby G's got less than 1% equity.
Now the bet exercise are gonna know.
Frank's on his hand.
$10.
Frank's got 4%. He's better than Baby G. I wouldn't even look.
Everybody else.
Stack your chips, everybody. It's limit.
Here we go.
Check.
Queen of clubs on the turn. Gives Kathy the nut club draw.
Nice.
Gives Mike 2 pair. Mike now has queens and 9s. Chris has top pair and an open-ended straight draw. Sean's now got top pair. Garland has the 2nd nut club draw. And drawing to an inside straight draw.
Funny because the pot's already like $200. Anyway, just put down.
And we already have 380 in the pot. And Chris reluctantly calls. They all call down. They all call down.
Kathy's praying for a spade. I mean a club.
10. And Sean and Garland get there.
10.
Barf. For Kathy.
Right down the winning hand.
River 4 for justice. Phil Hubby says.
4 would have been good for Kathy as well.
Look at that.
She's like, please, 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 please.
God.
Sickness. That's what that is. Sickness.
And Sean and Garland will chop it up. They will chop up the rack attack.
$450 pot.
Wow.
That was fun. That last time was fun. That was the last time we had a rack attack make it to our stream, I think.
Yeah, I think they did it before, but they kept the gameplay in no limit, didn't they?
No, they don't.
I'm pretty sure they did.
No, they don't.
I think they did for the
No.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Listen, this Wednesday, Veronica and Friends.
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda, listen.
Honey.
Listen, that was the best YouTube video ever. Better than Cats. Cats on pianos. Boop,
Oh,
boop,
okay.
boop, boop. Veronica and Friends, this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Me and all my besties from Twitter, a couple of lawyers that are bringing their sacks full of money, and the rest of us are going to try to take that money. And then this Saturday, Jake and I know Jake's scared because he doesn't want to be in the booth like this, face palming after I talk about 08. But him and I are doing 08 this Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be a good time.
I'll have to
Limit 08.
beat up Andrew for some advice. He's commentating for the 08 final tables, I believe.
Whatever. I'm an 08 genius. I'll be fine.
Wizard.
That's what I do. All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
What a game.
Hit the heart. Follow us. We'll let you know when we go live. See you on Wednesday.
Good night.
I'll be all dolled up.